Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name's Benjamin Bloom. This is Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door and join us for the Champions League final watch along. I've jokingly said this is the second biggest game of the weekend, but we put the poll out the other night and said who wants to join along for a watch along in this one, and that is exactly what we're going to do tonight. Let me know if you're here with me right now, and we'll do a bit of a roll call in the chat. We will be here right the way through now. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff, this one, and we're going to be here right the way through until full time in this one. It could go the distance with the possibility of extra time, penalties, etc., etc. Last watch along we went to extra time and penalties. Indeed, that championship playoff semi-final. With Nottingham Forest and Sheffield United. Let's say some hellos in the comments to get involved. And mask vaccine microphone. Okay, right. Terrible as a Chelsea supporter. There we go. I don't want T-Bolt to win the Champions League either. Well, there you go. You're going to have a struggle with this one, aren't you? Come on, Real Madrid. Right, okay. Welcome to Iain as well. Barry, Stephen, welcome, Annie as well. Kickoff delayed by 15 minutes. Is this true? We'll see what transpires here. They are supposed to kick off at 8 p.m. But if Annie is right, well, you know it's going to extra time if the kickoff's delayed by 15 minutes. It's going to be a late night, possibly. Welcome. Penny, let me know how you see this one going in the chat. Cheers, everybody. I'm on the beer tonight. End of season. Why not? Let me know your comments on this particular game and how you see it going. Jurgen Klopp, I've just seen him on the pre-match troll round the back there, and he said it was the comeback kings against the mentality monsters. So we will see. Interesting. Difficulty getting fans into the stadium. So, yeah, the likes of me are going to be padding for a while then. We'll get things moving in the chat, I suspect. Welcome, Jason. Also, does anyone want Liverpool to win, for goodness sake? Where's our sense of national pride here? Well, there we go. Each to their own. Freedom of speech alive and well, as ever, in the comments. Will Southampton win the Premier League next season, says Toby. No, I wouldn't have thought so. Another Hala Madrid there in the chat. Come on, Real Madrid, dearing me. Welcome, Dave, as well. Klopp is great, but isn't Rail too? Very much so. Give me a Scotsman from Luton. There we go. We've done a video on that specific Scotsman. I think that Liam is talking about. Back in the English team. Stephen, welcome along. James, 80,000 capacity should be, you think. It looks like there's tons of fans in the ground. The shot I'm seeing of the Madrid end at the moment completely looks rammed full. Maybe the Liverpool fans are still out in the bars, the old English way on tour. There we go. Wayne, welcome. Penny, think Liverpool will win by 2. 31 years ago today, great stat, Iain, always good for a stat. Liverpool beat Real Madrid 1-0 to win the European Cup in Paris, and Alan Kennedy, I believe, scored the winning goal. Yes, lots of people are telling me. The kickoff is delayed to 8:15. Actually, they just got a drone shot of the ground. It doesn't look that busy outside, but maybe there might be traffic problems. I don't know. The one artery we can see is a bit snarled up. Does look like the Liverpool end, which is empty, or rather more empty. I think BT Sport have just picked an area of empty seats. So, yes, we will be chit-chatting by the look of it then, guys, all the way through until 8:15 in terms of the kickoff to this one. Stevie G, part of the BT team. Yes, indeed. Michael Owen as well. They've got a couple of Liverpool legends in there. Worst thing about watching this team is realising, yep, not about QPR tonight, is it, Dave? Yeah, maybe we can all dream. The Jersey Dudek Derby, indeed. No, I am watching on my BT feed here, so hopefully we'll see if YouTube can get it moving quicker than TV. I doubt they can, but yeah, I will happily switch over to YouTube if it is moving nice and quickly. Okay, we will, in a very leisurely manner then, go through everything that's going on. I'll ask for the first time tonight before we go any further, if you wouldn't mind, guys, I know we've got a good hardcore in the chat already, just hit that like button. I've just hit it myself, actually. It is on 17 now. So, yeah, do hit that like button. And we'll see if we can draw as many people into the debate and the chat. We're going to need the debate and the chat because I was prepping to do my Betfair bit. We're sponsored by Betfair and Football 365 tonight. Go through the teams, have a bit of a chat with you lot, make some predictions, and away we go. We've got to do another 15 minutes. So there we go. Perhaps the French turnstile stuff. Oh, dearie me, Stephen. Dearie me. The beloved Liverpudlians, I'm sure, are making themselves very clear. And Kenny Dalglish. Did he score in that game as well? I know he scored at Wembley, didn't he, to win the European Cup against, who was that against? Bruges? Someone will remind me. In 1977, is that the one? Liverpool, of course, won it in 77, 78, 80. No, not. I did win it in 81 and 84. I can't remember which year Aston Villa won it. There was a run there through the late 70s where Liverpool won it a couple of times. Forest then won it twice. Villa won it. I think then Liverpool won it again when England dominated Europe. Welcome, Justin. Do I watch on BT? I'd imagine BT will be the quickest, James, if you got all of the options. Justin. And a big welcome back to Justin, who's host of the Do Not Scratch Your Eyes podcast. A good old Watford fan. And, well, we'll get Justin on and we'll chit-chat a bit about Watford in the next few weeks or so. Smash that like button, indeed. Rhythm, isn't it? Do you want me to sing that? Rhythm is a dancer. Cal Naismith's scan, does it? Well, it does scan, but the emphasis is in the wrong place. You can play him anywhere. That's quite good. Okay, I'll give you the last time. Will I be watching the Huddersfield Forest? I will be at the Huddersfield Forest game tomorrow, the Gaming Gorilla. So no watch along for that tomorrow, but do tune in, assuming there's not extra time penalties, etc. We'll try and get a vlog up. What is it? 4:30 kickoff. 7:30. We should have a vlog up for you as well. Come on, you Reds. Forest, that is. That's tomorrow. We'll get onto that, but we might need to chat about it with this delayed kickoff here. I have a feeling that Henderson will play the game of his life. Can you not save that for England in November or December, Stephen? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Are you doing it? No, I will be at the game. Yes, so no watch along tomorrow. Why is everybody supporting Madrid here? John as well. John, can we all bow to any applause emojis for John, who won the prediction league? We were doing it all season. He is our champion. I'm raising John's hand as well. Come on, Madrid. Evening, Ben. Hope I'm good. Adam, what's your opinion on Norwich getting investment? Hopefully, good news for them. They're Canaries. I've always wondered why no one went in and made offers while all these other clubs were getting bought. I just suppose Norwich would have been an expensive proposition while they were either in the Premier League or close and getting the parachute money. That'll put the price up, won't it? But no, should be good news for Norwich. Just depends on if you get good people or bad people, doesn't it? You get money, but if it's not spent well or the club runs well, so hopefully it could be normal. Am I the only neutral supporting Liverpool? It would appear that way, Anir. A lot of disdain for Liverpool here in the chat. Nationalism on short supply, I think. Let's go through this then. So there is your team. Give me your thoughts. Let's click on a couple of these. Yeah, you're very welcome, John. More luck than he's being modest there. Very clever guy. And rest in peace, Andy Fletcher. Depeche Mode, great band as well. Rich, welcome. Nice to see you. Warm up for the big one. Exactly. Second biggest game of the weekend. Investment is the canary in the mine. The coal in the canary mine. Leeds supporting Liverpool. I'm all in for Liverpool. Liverpool, there you go. So all those Hala Madrids I've been getting, maybe not quite. Is Thiago playing? We don't know what's happening with Thiago. We'll find out. There may be a late change there. If he's not right, he's not right, and I wouldn't risk him. But right, let's get into this. So Alisson in goal for Liverpool. The brilliant fullbacks, Trent and Robertson. It's Van Dijk, who there was a bit of concern about. Did he play the last league game? I don't think he did he? So Van Dijk and Kanate. Surprised that if you'd asked me, maybe 6-7 months ago, would he be playing in the European Cup final? I would have said perhaps not, but He's in there and he's done really well. We're not sure about Thiago Alcantara. That might be Naby Keita, but they were trying to, Jake Humphreys and Stevie Gerrard were trying to sort of figure it out, the guys there, Rio Ferdinand, Michael Owen. Fabinho is going to sit in front of the back four, and Henderson is the other midfielder. The captain, he will be hoping for the second time, he will be lifting the European Cup tonight, the Champions League. Up top, and this makes sense, Mane down at the middle. Is it his last Liverpool game? We don't know. Apparently, we're going to find out a little bit more after the match, but could be an incredible bookend to Sadio Mane's 6-year Liverpool career. Mo Salah, of course, starts in the big game, even though by his own ridiculous standards, he's not quite been up and at it for the last few months. And Luis Diaz certainly has. Let's quickly check out that Liverpool bench. It's probably as strong as you can get, isn't it? The Liverpool first team there on the bench: Kelleher, Gomez, Matip, Tsimikas, Jones, Milner, Elliott, Oxlade, Keita, Firmino, Jota, and Minamino. You'd expect to see Firmino, Jota, Milner maybe before anybody else off the bench. But this one might go the distance, mightn't it? So a few people are asking here. This is on YouTube tonight, Huddersfield Town fan channel, and Barry. Get it on if you've got two different devices. Don't turn me off, obviously, but yeah, you can watch on YouTube as well. So maybe phone and iPad, laptop. If you've got smart TV, maybe we will figure it out. Keep your comments coming in. I'll scroll up, don't worry. Let's go through this. Excuse me. Let's go through this Real Madrid team. Thibaut Courtois, former Chelsea keeper, in goal, the Belgian international. Danny Carvajal is the only Spaniard in this multinational Real Madrid team. The right back, the Brazilian Militao, partnered by David Alaba, the Austrian, who is very much like Cal Naismith, who we were talking about, sort of left-sided player who can play anywhere. He's playing centre-half. Ferland Mendy, the Frenchman, at left back, makes up the back four. Can Robertson and Trent get at those two full-backs? They've got to get past this pretty decent midfield. Casemiro, the Brazilian, holding in there, and two just absolute ballers for the last 10, 15 minutes. 10, 15 minutes? 10, 15 years. Sorry, it says on my screen. Follow in 15 minutes maximum, the kickoff. It said maximum. So they're definitely, I'm sure there's a lot of TV money and TV execs worried about this. That's not going to go any later than that, given how many eyeballs there are going to be on this game. Kroos and Modric, need I say anymore? Just amazing careers for both of them. Thank you for the bless you sneeze. And up top, Valverde down the right. Vinicius, he was big in a couple of the comebacks, but the main man this season, it's not Ronaldo anymore. It's not Bale anymore. It is Benzema, who really, really is just absurdly good this season. And those big names that we've known for many, many years, Alaba, Kroos, Modric, Benzema, honestly, are probably still the ones that could and may win the game. On the bench for Real Madrid, Lunin, Marcelo. He must bath in medals, that guy. He must be one of the ones that's won all of the Champions League. Vazquez, Nacho Fernandez, Isco, Camavinga, Jalabos, Rodrigo, who didn't he score both the goals against Manchester City? Diaz, Asensio, and then look at those two down at the bottom there. A couple of Premier League greats who have maybe not quite been so good since going to Real, but we certainly saw the best of them in the Premier League. Eden Hazard and Gareth Bale. I bet you we see Bale tonight. Scored that absurdly good bicycle kick, didn't he? Against Liverpool. Oh, God, what year would that have been? 17, 18. I think, do you know what? I think that game was immediately after the Aston Villa Fulham playoff final, because I remember coming back from Wembley after that game and listening to it on the radio. Right, I'm going to go to your comments in a minute. Let me just check in with our sponsors, the lovely people at Betfair. Of course, they are lovely people but you should always gamble responsibly. 18 plus only over there. BeGambleAware.org. And for God's sake, only bet what you can afford. And if you're going to do that, remember it's a liability, not a probability. Liverpool are odds on in this country, obviously. I suspect if you went to the Spanish version of the Betfair site, maybe Rail. Oh, no, actually, Rail are long odds. Look at that, 14-5 compared to Liverpool, 10-11 on. That's in 90 to win the match, of course, to lift the trophy. Liverpool are even shorter, 2-1 on. Always a good bit of fun on the odds boost. The one that's popping out to me there, Virgil van Dijk to have one or more headed shots on target. Look at that one down the bottom. Benzema to score a goal assisted by Vinicius Jr. 11-1 little booster on that one. If you want to head over to Betfair and take yourself a little look at that. Now, hopefully, if SofaScore is as good as I think it is, we can show you, the route to the final. And then I promise we'll get into the comments. So you can see Liverpool coming from the very top of the draw there and Real Madrid from the bottom. Liverpool beat Inter in the round of 16. They beat Benfica in the quarterfinal, 6-4. Scored a lot of goals in this. Look, 5 in the semis as well. Liverpool over the 2 legs against Villarreal. So their route has gone Italian, Portuguese, and they did beat a Spanish team in the semi-final. Real Madrid have had a crazy run, haven't they? Where it just looks almost destined that they're going to win every Champions League game they play this season. They were behind and beat PSG. They were behind. Were they behind? I think they were behind. Chelsea caught back up, didn't they, in that one and beat. Did Chelsea get ahead? Someone remind me. I know Real won the first leg 3-1. I think Chelsea came right back past them, didn't they? And Madrid then came back. And then Man City, we all saw. It was in literally the last 2 minutes of the game there. They swung that one round. So those are the routes to the final. Again, apologies. We thought we would be underway now, but they're taking their time to get everybody into the stadium. And the game has been delayed 15 minutes. So I am waffling on. Let's go to some comments here. There we go. Forest fans supporting Liverpool tonight. John, think with 5 subs, take the risk and start him. Assume we're talking about Thiago. Maybe so. Yeah, maybe so with the 5 subs. And they can pretty much have their whole squad on the bench, can't they? So, cheers, everyone, by the way. 41 likes on the stream. Do hit that like button. I hope people don't have trains and stuff planned, although I'm sure, given there could be extra time and penalties, everyone will be stopping in Paris tonight. Let's have a look here. Last time Liverpool won the Champions League, they beat a team wearing white in the final. Well, there we go. What else have we got in here? Stefan, I'm here in France, listening to an Englishman in the UK reporting on a match in Paris. Of course you are. Let's hope Liverpool win. Show them no mercy. Nicely done, Stefan. Luis Diaz is a brilliant player. Yes, he is indeed. Did you see Luton's statement about Naismith? Yeah, I did. I'm sure that'll blow over in a few weeks. The contract up there, and maybe Naismith could have been a bit more communicative with his club. But hey, we move on. The contract ran down, and we'll see if you can guarantee now Bristol City will play away at Luton on the first day of the season, don't you? There we go. What else have we got in the chat here? Stephen, as a Terry, I'm keen to see Huddersfield. Of course you are. I think it's time Forest made a return to the top flight. I hope it's a great match tomorrow. I am looking forward to it very, very much. If you are at the game tomorrow, do let me know where you're headed pre-game, because you've got to get down there early, as this is proving to us today. That Madrid midfield is something. I must admit, if Thiago is missing, that's a huge blow. It is something that Madrid midfield, obviously, they're aging now, Kroos and Modric, but they're both still brilliant. Imagine how good they were 4 or 5 years ago. Major problems, Liverpool fans getting in. Went to Italy, Spain in the Euros. There was a ball out to get in the stadium. Yeah, I suppose if it's tourists, I guess, who don't quite know their way around and I think a lot of people are used to, with their season tickets and whatnot, 5-minute walk, in you go, 5 minutes before kickoff, and you're absolutely fine. But I don't know about you. If I had a ticket for the European Cup final, I'd be in there well in advance of the kickoff. But I don't know what's going on there. So it's not to say anyone has done anything wrong. Ewan's gone for a 2-1 to Liverpool. John, should be a good playoff final tomorrow. Can't call it. I've got Forest as just favourites, but I'm not writing Huddersfield off. No way. I do think it would be more a surprise if Huddersfield won, but they've mugged me off many, many times this season. This might not kick off until 9, which is 10 p.m. local. Yeah, it could be a midnight finish over there. Hey, the Spaniards will be more used to midnight finish than the English for sure, won't they? Shambles outside the ground. Feel for both fans. Oh dear. Well, I don't know whether that bit at the bottom has happened, but if it has, I hope everybody is safe getting in and out. 2 players who played in the Championship. You can find them everywhere. There you go, Robertson and Henderson. Robertson presumably for Hull. Henderson for Coventry or for Sunderland. I can't quite remember who it would be. With the experience of Championship and third tier on the bench. Milner, Gomez, Elliott. Oh, yeah, we had Elliott the last season, didn't we, for Blackburn on loan. It was fantastic. What else have we got here in the chat? Remember it well. Villa screwing it up and then Liverpool doing the same. But stop it, John. It's naughty. Look, I'll give Serpent's Reign a pass because he's an Everton fan. I'll give him that. But my national pride does have me hoping slightly for Liverpool. But look, I'll call it down the middle. May the best team win. What else have we got here in the chat? Wrexham, let me know if you watched Wrexham Grimsby today. Was it 4-4 or something crazy? I was not keeping in touch there. After a 2-month playoff game, you're going to take a break. You deserve it. We'll slow down a little bit in the next couple. I'll tell you what we do, Jay. We'll do some Q&As and some interviews and whatnot on the channel. So I can see Virgil van Dijk coming out now. So it looks like they're going to have another little warm-up. And then they'll probably come. So this is not going to kick off at 8:15, I don't think. So it's 8:07 at the moment now. The Liverpool players are just coming out. You'd assume if they're coming out for 5 minutes. And then they'd have to go out, go back, go and get changed, sort everything again. And then we'll have all the pomp and circumstance and Champions League stuff and lineups and whatnot. So I'm not sure this is going to be kicking off at 8:15. It's 8:07. And the players are just coming back out. And the kickoff has been delayed, dearie me, until 8:30. I mean, it says 9:30 there. I'm assuming that is local time. So this is an absolute balls up here. But what are you going to do? I will just keep talking. So if we get extra time, this is going to be a very, very, very long night. Benzema to score, says Dale Rose with Matt Godden there. What a player. Benzema and Matt Godden in the same sentence, only on the Benjamin Bloom football channel. Cheers, everyone. Here's to another, 22 minutes of impromptu chat. Makes Bloomers look pretty well. It does, doesn't it? Yeah, exactly. They're struggling with the entrance into the ground here. Looks like the Liverpool end, the Madrid end looks a bit more populated. Welcome, sir, with his West Ham angle there. It's crazy what's happening. I have no idea, Flavius, what is happening outside the ground. Hopefully everyone's safe and there's no trouble. You can imagine people will be pretty stressed, though, if they're needing to be inside that ground and they've spent small fortunes on tickets and travel and hotels, etc., and not managed to get in. What was your first watch along on, Ben? Which game? I have got no idea. I would have tried it at the back. It would have been probably during COVID. I don't think I did one. Someone could probably look it up back on the channel. But yes, I think James put that in before we knew it was delayed a bit more. So he was right there. Stephen, I suspect Klopp has been planning around not having to. Yeah, he would have planned for all eventualities. We're just going to keep going through the comments until kickoff. Then we'll make it a nice little bit of a debate here. It'd be good to see Forest back in the Premier League, and they may be back in the Premier League by about 6:30, 7 tomorrow night. We will see. Playoff final tomorrow. Look out for the vlog tomorrow night. John Henderson had a brief loan at Coventry. Yes, I didn't realise Milner had gone out to Swindon. Is that when he was at Leeds? That was because he was in the team at Leeds from the age of about 16, wasn't he? Incredible. Yes, I think we were thinking the same thing when you posted that one. James, I want Huddersfield to win tomorrow, says Penny. Who is the ref, says you, and it is referee Turpin, who is a Frenchman who was in the Euros. If I remember, he was pretty good. I'll make my normal comment about refs. Whatever the ref does, whether he gets any decisions right or wrong, one or both sets of fans will moan about some or other of his decisions, and that's what's going to happen, and we'll just try and get on with it. Wimbledon tennis will start before this final. Yes, indeed. Still got the opening ceremony. Well, quite. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have. Are they going to have someone coming out and singing all national anthems and all of this nonsense? So, yeah, I'm hoping the 9:30 business there was local time, and it's actually going to kick off at 8:30 our time. So, yes. If Chesterfield win a National League playoff semi, it'll be Paul Hurst v. Paul. There you go. The failed pool. Well, there's many failed pools who've managed Ipswich, but there we go. Someone set up a scam. Oh, I did see this. Yeah, not good. Company director called Richard Arlison. Brett, welcome, sir. Happy Leeds. I bet you're a happy Leeds fan. What's going to happen with Rafinha then? Because we think Barcelona might re-sign Ousmane Dembele, which means they might not be able to have enough wages to go around. Oh, Camilla. Well, I want to see Camila Cabello. Is she the one that does Havana, Havana? I left my heart in the... It's a great song, that. I don't know what she's going to be singing, but I'm not going to hear any of it. Copyright strike if I put that on, won't I? But, yeah, we are looking forward to the opening ceremony business. We've got plenty of Leeds in today. Welcome, Leeds friends. Always hearing good numbers. Been watching you since Leeds were in the Championship. Tour knowledge, absolutely. I think I remember seeing Henderson playing out wide, was he? I can imagine that didn't go so well. Rocket League going to Wembley tomorrow. I will see you there, my friend. You, me, and 75, 80,000 others. This will go to penalties, says Plucky. So someone make a guess here. So if this kicks off at 8:30, so it'd be 9:15 by the end of half time. By the end of the first half. 15 minutes half time. Add on 5. It's a 9:35, 45. 10:50 to 10:20 extra time. So it could be past 11 p.m. if they go to penalties. I'm not here for that personally. So let's get this done, boys, in normal time. So yeah, what a shambles. Why isn't it? Well, we don't know what's going on there. We can't assume it's. You never know what's gone on, do you? Sometimes stuff happens we can do nothing about. Loving the shirt. Thank you. Yeah, it's very puffy on the shoulders, isn't it? It's like I've got 80s shoulder pads. Are we going to see Bale in a Cardiff shirt next season? Surely we're not going to see. I know there's been those rumours have been going around for about 18 months now, haven't they? About Bale just having a laugh, playing golf and going and signing Cardiff for the last couple of years of his career. But no, he can't play. Can't go from the Champions League final to the Championship, can he? I don't know. What else have we got in the chat? Let's keep it coming then. Evening, Ben and all. Welcome to Liam. Sky saying 8:30. Yes, we're hoping in 16 minutes' time, this game that's now going to be delayed half an hour is actually going to kick off. Ben, who's the best player you've seen live in the Championship? Which manager is there? I normally have a load of stock answers here. So live and in the flesh in the Championship, I would say amongst Alexander Mitrovic, Pablo Hernandez, Emi Buendia, Jack Grealish in recent years. Those are probably the 4 best players, I think, most dominant players I've seen play in the Championship. The best to have managed in the league, maybe Graham Taylor when he came back after managing England and ended up in the Championship. Bielsa was great as well, wasn't he? Is it weird? I'm more excited. Well, we're all more excited about the playoff final here. I've kept joking, haven't I? This is the second biggest game of the weekend. Let's keep the comments coming, guys. I'm padding. I'll admit that. I was expecting, like I said, to have to do 10 minutes, a few predictions, get the odds up for Betfair, and away we go into the game. But not quite happening. Get it in normal time, or I get exactly, James. I can't go to bed the whole. I've got to see this one through now. Please hit that like button. By the way, we're at 59 likes. Hit like for my blagging skills here. I have no script. I never have a script. I have the teams and the words Stade de France and referee Turpin written on my pad. But I mean, to be honest, I don't really need the Liverpool team. But Ruben Neves was very good. So Willie Bolly almost took the P more than Ruben Neves, didn't he? But Ruben Neves was brilliant. Pablo Hernandez, yeah, he was tremendous, wasn't he? Always quite fancy the idea of seeing how a Galactico top international pro do in the EFL. How many goals would Benzema score? Well, so if Mitrovic got 43, Benzema would probably get 2 a game, wouldn't he? So I assume Benzema would get the hell kicked out of him. So I 60 Benzema right now. If he played a season in the Championship, I'll go with 60. There, yeah, it would be comically high scoring. Evening, Carl. As things stand, Gareth Bale has as many Champions League winners' medals as Jimmy. Has Gareth Bale not got like 4 or 5 Champions League winners' medals? Surely he has, hasn't he? What have we got here? No offense, but I thought I might have to go back to watching you. There we go, Russell. No one wants that, do they? Hey, I can talk about Japanese rock bands if we want. You might have to. I tell you what, if we get another delay and we go to an 8:45 kickoff here, we're going to get Russell Potter in the chat talking about Japanese rock bands. I cannot name a single Japanese rock band. Please don't start that going in the thread. Ryan, welcome, sir. Looking forward to the Championship playoff final and Champions League final at the same time. Might get them both on the same day. Indeed. JH7 just coming to drop a like in the pub watching. Very nice. 9:05 train to London in the morning. Yeah. I wonder what he's going to be doing at 9:06. Hey? We're just getting a slow pan around the Liverpool end. And I assume a very drunk Liverpool fan there falling. Have a look in the middle of the screen there. I don't know what is going on here. Need to get these Liverpool fans into this game and get this game kicked off. Surely the biggest TV audience of any game, well, until the World Cup, is going to be watching this into the tens of millions, I would imagine. And it's it's very, very crazy that it's not being kicked off yet. How do I see Wigan, Rotherham and Sunderland doing next season? I think they will finish in this order. Sunderland will be the highest, then possibly Rotherham and then Wigan. And I'm sure I'll get loads of jip for that in the chat. I haven't thought that out very much. So, Mr. Eve caught me out with that. Ben, the Unreal Madrids are stalling with the... I don't know what that means, Dallas. You're speaking in tongues there. Bale has won it 4 times. Yeah, I thought he would have had. Talk about that. Well, I love to talk about David Bowie. Very true. So lots of rumours circulating. If I don't know, I don't want to put anything potentially incorrect about anyone doing anything nefarious in terms of outside the ground. Obviously, need to protect my channel and my business here. Welcome, Lee. Our Leeds friends are out in force tonight. Tremendous stuff. Anthem is a great Japanese heavy. Well, there we go. I mean, Queen used to be very big into it. Queen had a song, didn't they, that had Japanese words in it. I can't remember what it's called. It's on A Day at the Races. Someone will tell me in the chat. Which you sitting for the match tomorrow? I am sitting in block 221, I think. I'm in the Huddersfield end. I was in the Wickham end the other week, which was block 500. So I'm assuming I'm the other end of the stadium this time. Middle tier, behind the goal. I don't like top tier at Wembley. Too far away, aren't you? Too far away. Keep comments coming in the chat as we waffle on. It is 8:20. I'm guessing the players have done a little light few minutes, but if they're not out here in a minute or two, we're not going to be starting at 8:30. That is for sure. With all the pomp and circumstance they've probably got planned. Very big production always in the Champions League final. Let's go to some more comments. Fulham's midfield is Kearney, Reid, Onomah. Need reinforcements next season? Yes, I think we would all agree with that. BT are going to a piece on Luka Modric now, so I will literally have no idea what's going on. I've not got pictures of the stadium anymore. Let's keep the comments coming. I wonder, Stephen, I wonder if Sunderland, Wigan, Rotherham will survive next season. If two of them survive, that'll be fairly vintage stuff, I think, in terms of League One to Championship. There we go, Liam, releasing a new album himself. If you tweet me that, I will give that a look, my friend. I need something to listen to. Actually, tomorrow I'll probably better listen to some Huddersfield and Forest podcasts on the way. I don't really need to, let's be quite honest. We've covered those teams to death this season. Brett, what do I think of Leeds' first signing, Brendan Aronson? Don't know a hell of a lot about him, I have to say. Good that they've got in nice and early. This was obviously prepared before the season ended, and they were presumably just waiting for survival to be confirmed before they were prepared to drop, I think, 29 million quid on him. So, I think they've recruited reasonably well. Now, the pitch has been covered here, so I assume that is for the production before the game for Camilla Cabello. So fingers crossed, we're about to see some entertainment. Is that Ronaldinho in the sunglasses there? I can see Clarence Seedorf hugging somebody. I can't quite tell. Oh, it looks like Fabio Cannavaro. There is Zinedine Zidane. The BT feed is now just star watching in the chat. There is Luis Figo, the good and the great. A lot of ex-Real Madrid players here. Some incredible players. Is that Jose Mourinho as well? The Portuguese connection. And there is the great Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo. What a player. Unbelievable. I assume the BT pundits are just having some bad memories of playing against some of that bunch. Quite the five-a-side team there, overage veterans team there in the stands. Well, wouldn't need a keeper with those players, would they? Let's keep the comments coming in here. 22 years tomorrow since ITFC Barnsley. There we go. One of the most underrated. Yeah, maybe in terms of the finals. Yeah, very much so. Not underrated by Ipswich supporters, put it that way. I can see the Real Madrid end flying their flag, so something may be happening in the ground. That's something we hope is the players coming out and the final starting here. It's been delayed by 30 minutes so far. Match to be cancelled and give the trophy to Mansfield. Okay, I'll go with that. And that looks like is that the tennis player? Nadal, the tennis player, by the look at it. Right, we have some performers. They're not footballers. There we go. I'm going to do a watch along of the opening ceremony here. We have some performers on the pitch, which has been covered. Looks like we're going to get some traditional Spanish dancing here pre-game, and we're going to get Camilla Cabello, who's going to do some sort of walk-on from the tunnel all the way out. It looks like there's a stage set up over to the right. Maybe she's going to make her way on to that stage. So we are doing the opening ceremony now. It's 8:24. So I'm assuming we are starting at 8:30. Then they would have been queued up for 6 minutes. These things are done to the nearest blooming second, aren't they? And then we'll get the players out. Lots of pyrotechnics going off. And it looks like the Champions League final is kind of getting ready to go now with this opening ceremony. We will go to some comments in a second as UEFA are exploding millions and millions of pounds worth, not millions, tens of thousands of pounds worth of fireworks. There is Camilla Cabello. Again, I can't put the sound on, I'll get done, but I assume she is singing beautifully and everyone's enjoying the entertainment here. We'll go to some comments whilst this lovely stuff is going on. Again, lots of rumours going around in the chat, so I'll avoid anything that might be potentially problematic for me to say on the internet. So we don't know what's happening there. All I'll say is I hope there's no trouble. I hope there's no bother. I hope the fans and the police are all behaving in a way becoming of themselves, and I hope it all gets sorted and we can kick the game off soon. And we'll leave it at that, if you know what I mean. Let's go have a look at some comments here. What do I think? Sean, what do I think about the manner of Naismith's departure to Bristol City? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be tomorrow's chip paid one. I can understand. If a player's going to leave, you want that to be done in a good manner. But yes, we'll figure it out. Jan Bibia, whatever happened to dearly departed? Well, we're going to have a little rejig on the channel. It'll be back in some kind of guise for next season. Obviously, trying to cover the teams in the Premier League. Workload became a bit of a problem, unfortunately, but no, we will. Try and get the dearly departed back in some kind of guise very, very soon. If that's what the people want, then that is what the people will get. Keep your comments coming in. Never thought I'd see Benjamin Bloom watch along on Spanish dancing. Yes, some lovely stuff. I remember after watching with the sound down as well, because everything will go round and round in circles through my mic. So. We are, what time is it? I assume she's just doing one sort of 3.5 minute pop song, is she? And then we can get the players out, but it is now 8:27. So, yeah, James is probably right. This won't kick off at 8:30. They're going to have to clear the pitch as well. And if she's doing more than one song, she's currently twerking on our screens, which is tremendous stuff. And here is a puppet sort of dragon, which is just what I wanted to see. I thought we would be, where would we be? About half an hour into this one, wouldn't we? So there we go. Camilla is soldiering on, bless her. I'm sure she's doing a fantastic job, but I'm here for the football, I have to say. Sean, who is a wonderfully kind man, thank you, Sean. One day we will meet, and I'll probably owe you about 20 pints, I think, all the super chats you've done. So thank you, Sean. €10 on the super chat. Very, very kind indeed. If anyone wants to contribute via super chat, that will be lovely. Obviously, there's no obligation to, but think of it as giving the piano player a tip in the bar if you enjoyed what they did. Lots of fireworks. We're going to do a lovely aerial shot from above the stadium in a drone, I guess. Camilla has found her way towards the centre circle. And we go on and on and on. And it's 8:28. And this is not kicking off at 8:30 for sure now. But hey, a lot of preparation's gone into this. And they don't want to breach poor Camilla's contract. She got to sing. She's been paid to sing, bless her. But yes, we are still going. Eurovision Song Contest again. Absolutely. Why didn't they just cancel this if the football is delayed? Well, like I've just said, Jason, I'm sure lots of people have, lots of contracts would be breached if they did cancel it. That would not be worth it, hey? What else are we going to say in the chat here? Do I have a scorecard? If it gets the football started, I'll give it a 10 for sure, Dave. Absolutely. Helen, I'm 2 hours ahead of you, so hopefully it won't get... Oh, God. So Helen is 10:30 already. Late night, Helen, my dear. Couldn't get Shakira. Didn't Shakira do the 2010 Waka Waka Africa, whatever that song was? Liverpool said the game has been delayed till 8:36. Okay, so we're 6 minutes behind the 8:30 kickoff. I assume a lot of local technicians are now clearing away pyrotechnics, and we're going to get that pitch uncovered. And what we're all here to watch, us and probably tens of millions of others, is the Champions League final, the European Cup final between Liverpool and Real Madrid. We will hopefully get some football very, very soon. Should be Spaceman, the Eurovision dude. Yeah, they should. That's what they should do in the Champions League. Whoever wins the Eurovision Song Contest gets to perform at the European Cup final, right? Welcome back, Norwich, Watford, and Burnley. Yes, indeed, we welcome all their fans back to the channel for our Championship coverage next season. I know nothing of that to be fact, so if anything nefarious is happening out of the ground, we will find out. Presumably, we get a Liverpool ban. Who would you choose? Can we get Paul and Ringo out there? I wonder. Echo and the Bunnymen, are they from Liverpool? I'm sure I'm missing out. 5 million great Liverpool bands. It's 2:30 here. Benny's going international. It feels like it's going to be 2:30 a.m. before this one finishes. Fans, but that's not fair. Poor girl. She's just doing her job. I think they're just frustrated that the game hasn't kicked off yet. Is it Camilla getting booed? Very gross disrespect and besmirchment of Camilla's. I'm Team Camilla on this. The Zootons. Oh, the Lars. Yeah, that one Lars album is sensational. Nice to see Leeds fans. Oh, God, we never had any problem with Leeds fans. They've stuck around absolutely brilliant. My favourite performer appearance was the Go Compare opera performance first last game at WhiteHartDane. Amazing scenes. Right, here come, who is that? Iain Rush and Raoul? Is that on the left? A couple of great strikers there. What, 700-800 goals between those two? That'd be a front two, wouldn't it? Iain Rush and Raoul. And the European Cup is out there. And it looks like we are finally going to get this one kicked off. Wenlock. I don't have the numbers, but I heard the team in the Wembley West stand, normally in the shade, wins more often. Oh, God. I never know I never get my bearings at Wembley because it's completely symmetrical. I never really quite know where I am. I'm trying to think where I've sat for these playoff games. I was near the dugouts for Rotherham and Shrewsbury. I was up in the gods for Fulham and Villa, and for Villa and Derby. Charlton, Sunderland, I was behind the goal. I was behind the other goal for Wycombe, Sunderland the other day. And I think I'm back up the other end where I was for Charlton. I don't know what the numbers are. Iain Rush aged well. Yeah, he'd still score 20 a season, wouldn't he, at some level? This better be a good game after this. Well, absolutely. And here come the players. And I, for one, applaud them. But there is a serious point to be made in terms of the psychology and the preparation for this now. There is, if either team hasn't coped with this delay well, then they've got to really focus up for the first 20 minutes of this one, because Karim Benzema looks very focused from the nice tight close-up BT have just given on his face. We are going along the Real Madrid line. There is the great Luka Modric, stood right next to the great Toni Kroos. We've got sort of, with those two and Benzema, three real players who are going to last as some of the best of their generation, I think. And maybe when you look at the Liverpool team, maybe Van Dijk and Salah might go into that bracket as well. And we'll see what some of the youngsters do in the next 4 or 5 years of their career. Well done. I'm a better filler than Polly. Well, absolutely. We have been doing lots and lots of filler, which means I can probably open another beer. Benzema going along the line, the handshake pre-game. Casemiro looked a bit sheepish. If you've read some of his comments about the Liverpool players, you'll probably understand why. Big smile there between, I think, Vinicius and Mo Salah, the two left wingers tonight. No, Salah will play down the right left footer, isn't he? You know what I mean. In fact, we should probably go through the teams one more time. And we're finally going to go to kickoff. Please hit the like button. We've got 95 likes, guys. Let's get ourselves a bit of a like spike before we get into the game. Really strong Liverpool team. Probably, I think, the strongest they can put out, isn't it, with that squad of players? Alisson in goal. Trent and Robertson are the fullbacks. Van Dijk, Konate, centre-halves. Maybe Matip over Konate. I'll correct myself. Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, Diaz, Mane, and Salah up top. For Real, Courtois, formerly of Chelsea, in goal. Carvajal, the only Spaniard in the team. Militao, Alaba, and Mendy across the back. Modric, Casemiro, and Cruz, Valverde, and Junior, either side of Karim Benzema. On the benches for Liverpool, they've got the whole squad. We've got 5 subs tonight as well, haven't we? Kelleher, Gomez, Matip, Tsimikas, Jones, Milner, Elliott, Oxlade, Keita, Firmino, and Jota, Minamino as well. On the bench for Real, Lunin, Marcelo, Vasquez, Fernandez, Isco, Camavinga, Kilabos, Rodrigo, Diaz, Asensio, and 2 familiar names down the bottom there, Hazard and Bale. How about that? Right, finally, I'm going to change the banner down the bottom. Thank you guys for the likes. 107 likes. That's absolutely tremendous. Sadio Mane is just having a word with referee Turpin. There is the great Luka Modric. What a career he has had. And we are about to kick off the Champions League final. Right. 1 or a 2-word answer. In the chat now, who wins this? Liverpool or Real Madrid? Just put the name of the team. Who wins this match? Liverpool or Real Madrid? Let's get the chat populated. We'll see how you think this one is going to go. Over on Betfair to lift the trophy. Liverpool 2-1 on, 6-4. Real Madrid outsiders. Remember, that is a website based in England as well. So you would imagine the odds to be in that direction. We are off and running. 20 seconds in. So I'm on BT Sport 1 HD live. I'll give you a timestamp after about a minute. Remember, if you're watching on the YouTube feed, somebody let me know. If you're watching on the YouTube feed, you may be behind me. So I would recommend pausing me to get that all lined up. I don't want to spoil any big moments in the game. Trent knocks that one inside. Thiago outside of the boot, looking for Mane. Hooked away by Alaba. And the flag is up. It's going to be a Real restart. Right, here comes the time sync. We'll be at 1 minute in 3, 2, 1, sync. We are 1 minute in. Let's have a look at your predictions. We'll just try and click through as many of these. Liverpool, Real, Liverpool, Real, Liverpool, Liverpool, Real, Real, Liverpool, Liverpool. Very down the middle, you guys here. Very, very even. I'm clicking through as many as I can. As Thiago, who made kickoff, goes down. There we go. I'm just trying to go through all of the hilarious sarcastic ones where you've put teams that aren't actually in the final, but there we go. Right, let's get into this game then. The European Cup final, Liverpool versus Real Madrid. 37 minutes late. And I'm going to explain that to my missus and she's going to tell me off. So hit like for that for that fact. Right, free kick to Liverpool. The 2 fullbacks are there. Trent rips it in right-footed, headed out by Benzema. Robertson back to Trent, who just hoiks it up in the air. That's going to bounce all the way through to Thibaut Courtois. Bit of a non-existent first couple of minutes, and Real are just trying to get hold of the ball. With Cruz to Militao and Alaba. Here comes the Liverpool press on Courtois, the keeper. Nearly got caught on that. Courtois clears over halfway. And Van Dijk, who literally plays with a cigar on, whether he's playing at home to Ipswich or in the European Cup final against Real Madrid. Trent knocks that one down the line, looking for Mane, who just pulled out a little bit to the right. Mane's playing down the middle, but you know what that front three's like. They're a law unto themselves, aren't they? Cleared out by Casemiro. They're looking for Vinicius on the left wing. Trent heads it away. Salah keeps it in. Does he? No, I think that's gone out. Complete even Steven right down the middle of this one. No side's been near the goal. Liverpool sticking a free kick in early, but here comes Vinicius. Salah getting back and covering. And Henderson wins that. It's going to be a Real throw. 3:35 on the clock. Let me know if YouTube is significantly behind. And if you're watching on YouTube, I will give you another timestamp if you need to pause me so we don't spoil any of the action. Keep your comments coming in. Not a lot to comment on so far. It's just settling in, period. But it doesn't look like either side have been affected too badly by the 36, 37 minute delay, whatever it was in the end. Cheers, everybody. It's the end of the season, guys. It's been a lovely one, hasn't it? Fans back in stadiums, COVID, hopefully. I won't finish that sentence. And just this game and the playoff final to go in the Championship tomorrow. And we can all have a little bit of a rest. YouTube coverage a bit poor. Deary me. Get over to BT if you've got it by the sounds of it. So if you are watching on YouTube, Adam says you need to pause for about 12 to 15 seconds to get it to line up. I'll try and commentate properly so you know where the ball is and you can get probably synced up. Here's Benzema. Knocks it out on the left wing to Mendy. Mendy knocks it into Krissy, who's going to switch the play, looking for Carvajal. Gets there first ahead of Diaz. Casemiro, nice ball out to Vinicius. He's 1v1 with Trent. Vinicius inside. Krissy, little lift up to Benzema. Benzema against Salah on the wing. Salah's been an auxiliary right back for this first couple of minutes in this one. And I think it was Militao stepping out there. I'm stepping out. And Liverpool win the ball back. Thiago gets his foot on it. You'd say after that little flurry, Real are edging the first 5 minutes, but there's absolutely nothing in it so far. I think it depends on your internet how you're doing. But yeah, it does sound like you're going to need to pause me if you're watching on YouTube. I will spoil any goals. So do make sure you hit that pause button and try and get me lined up. Here's Diaz. Just tucked in on the sort of inside left position. Fabinho, Mane comes short. Fabinho, Thiago. Thiago out to Robertson. Rail back in defensive shape. Robertson to Thiago. First decent bit of possession for Liverpool. Joe Jackson stepping out. I was going for ELO, but Joe Jackson's stepping out, so I was probably better. Zane, need your soothing commentary to calm my nerves. Yeah. Well, good luck, Zane, keeping your nerves calm. I couldn't imagine my team being anywhere near a European Cup final, let alone what my tummy would be like if they actually got into one. Down the right, here comes Valverde. Cuts it back. Nice little header down. And Thiago, who's probably quite a good example to a very elegant footballer who literally never looks at the ball. Proper head-up player, isn't he? Trent. Here's Salah on the right wing. Salah v Mendy. Salah inside to Trent. Tries to get it back. Mendy covers the run nicely. Great song. Had it on vinyl. Well, there we go. Militao knocks it to Alaba. Big hoof down the ground. It's not going to catch out Kanate, is it? Alisson, edge of the area, heads it away. Trent does well. Looks like Benzema fouled Trent then, but referee Turpan lets it go. 0-0, 7 gone. Absolutely nothing in it. I'd normally say so-and-so side are edging it, but nobody's edging it yet. Robertson, Thiago, Van Dijk, Henderson. Henderson back to Van Dijk. And Robertson. Liverpool just for the last 2.5 minutes have been the better side, haven't they? Here's Mane. Mane's got Diaz ahead of him. Diaz made the run, checked back. Mane didn't play it. And then he played it and not quite on the same wavelength there. Keep your eyes on the air. Well, I hope that's not the case, Wenlock. If there's people stood in the aisles, we hope everybody is safe. Our fellow football fans in the stadium tonight. Hooked inside there by Valverde. And Liverpool are just getting on top now. Real haven't been on the ball for the last 4 or 5 minutes. Commentator saying Mane looking uncomfortable. That is not good news. Diogo Jota on the bench. Could potentially be Mane's last game. He's been batting his eyelids at Bayern Munich for a while, hasn't he? I say for a while. He didn't debunk that this week, put it that way. Real looking for the long ball quite a bit. I mean, you would against Liverpool, wouldn't you? Tuck in. They play so aggressively, don't they, Liverpool? So attacking. For any Championship fans, we've seen Fulham this season, with the centre-backs 10 metres in the other side's half. Liverpool do the same in any game against anybody, let alone Championship teams. So that quick counter, especially with Vinicius. Here's Mane, though, into the box. Mane at the byline, crosses. Casemiro flips it up, gets it away. Flag's gone up, so I'm guessing Mane ran that out of play. We'll get your timestamp, WPK, probably at the 10-minute mark, my friend. What we're hearing from people watching over on YouTube is probably going to be about 10 seconds behind, 10 to 15 seconds behind me, depending on your internet speed. But I'm going to give you a timestamp. We get 10 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. Try and get yourselves lined up there. Allison throws that one out to Robertson. And Thiago tries to clip that into the corner. I think that came off a Real head, did it? Luis Diaz doesn't seem to think so. And he's a lot closer than I am, so we'll trust him. It's going to be a Real throw, which Carvajal is going to take 0-0. Cheers, everybody, every time I take a sip. Henderson wins it back off Modric. Henderson's got to keep his eye on him. We know what Modric is like, don't we? Henderson to Trent. And straight into Krissy there from Trent. Poor ball. And here's Benzema. Benzema drives forward. Tries with the outside of his foot to get Vinicius away. But Fabinho sort of hovers along and just cuts that one out. Benzema having to come short. I know he's a great player, Benzema, but if you're a Real Madrid fan, you want him right on the last man's shoulder, don't you? Although, remember in that hat-trick he scored at Chelsea, it was running in from deep where he got a couple of the goals. Just a stonkingly good player, Benzema, isn't he? Liverpool throw. Robertson tosses it in to Fabinho. Thiago. Salah comes narrow. Real win the first ball, but it's bent out to Diaz on the left wing. It's going to be a Liverpool throw. Perfectly in sync. That's what we like to see. Here's Henderson to Robertson. Liverpool from about minute 6 or 7 now have been the better side, haven't they? But haven't made any chances yet. Nobody's made any chances in this game at all. Yeah, Liverpool 74% on the possession. I don't know how old that stat is. 0 shots. Either team we're talking about there. Could be a tight one, but you don't know with these two sides. Salah, Thiago, Fabinho drives forward from just outside the centre circle. Henderson, Fabinho. Kanate, Van Dijk. Liverpool are winning on points at the moment. Irrelevant comment, but you know what I mean. Real win that back. Krissy, who is in the never gives the ball away category, isn't he? He knocked it into the centre halves and the ball has been given away. Nice quick early switch out to Diaz. Diaz 1v1 with Carvajal. Diaz into the box, but they've pressed him out there. Thiago. He's a great passer, Thiago, isn't he? Here's Robertson. Robertson crosses. It took deflection. Mendy's going to chest that back to Courtois. There's been a bit more trouble there if that cross hadn't taken a deflection. Carvajal did well. To be fair, though, it was only Mane heading anywhere near the 6-yard box there. Salah ran in afterwards. A cool bit of play by Mendy, though. We used to stand in scratching sheds. Very nice. Back in the day, hey? I can't believe the Premier League grounds. I spent £70 to watch Arsenal v Tottenham and I don't even have a smoke. There we go. Sneak your vape in. You might not get away with a cigarette. Massive week for Andy Robertson. Oh, yeah, I might do a watch along of that World Cup qualifier. That sounds really, really fun. Scotland v Ukraine. Running track should never be in it. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. A lot of the Italian grounds have got the running tracks in there, haven't they? The Lazio and Roma one. Diaz. Fabinho. Thiago. Robertson. Thiago. Back to Robertson. Van Dijk. Have a beer on me, says Jay in the second half. Let me pour out the rest of that. After that, I've got one bottle left. Although we had friends over last night, so there's all girly drinks. There's also gin and funny flavoured cider downstairs. But hey, I'll drink whatever, you know me. Thank you for the super chat, though, Jay. Very kind, my friend. Thank you very much, Jay. If you want to super chat, you can do so. No obligation, but think of it as a little tip like Jay has done. Thanks to Sean as well, who super chatted earlier. Here's Trent. Trent's in the box. Works it. Oh, Salah near post. Good save, Courtois. First chance of the game there. Trent gets into the box, puts it across low. It's behind Salah. He controls the shot quite well with his right foot. And Courtois gets down well to make the save. And Liverpool now turning their possession into a little bit something more tangible. Diaz has a shot blocked. Here's Robertson, corner of the box. Robertson inside. Good ball. Thiago curls the shot. And Courtois makes the save. How many have I had then? If you're counting. Put that in the waste paper basket. Amazing. Reese, can't wait for you to... Well, absolutely. We can't wait to have you back, Reese. Great to have Sunderland back in the Championship. And I'm sure the bean counters and accountants at a lot of Championship clubs are going to be very pleased to have that away end full and lots of beer sold when Sunderland come to town next season. Yeah, big welcome back there. Should have Skycam to float above the touchline for good angles. I think they've got one, haven't they? But... the hard cam here is, I do agree, is quite a long way away. Here is Diaz. Diaz knocks it inside to Thiago. Robertson, who's really narrow. Henderson's playing well, isn't he? But he still needs to keep an eye on Modric. Mane in the box. Mane to Salah hits the shot straight at Courtois. Liverpool are on top now. I wouldn't go as far as well on top, but they're on top. They're moving in the right direction. Can they make a big chance? Would be the next comment. Here is Modric. Missed Sunderland. Loads of fans. Great atmosphere. Yeah, should be a good addition. Sunderland back. And nice derby with Borough as well up there. I know they'd rather be playing Newcastle, but good. First 15 from Liverpool. Don't rate Courtois. Says, who said that in the chat? Anyway, crossed in low by Valverde. Trent back on the cover. Robertson clears. James said that. We'll see. Courtois may need to be at his best. And remember, there is the possibility this game will go to a penalty shootout. Fabinho, Thiago, 18-7 on the clock. Robertson, Diaz. Did he get pulled over there? No foul given by referee Turpin. Henderson. Oh, lovely little lift over. Henderson's playing really well. Mane. Chests it down. They've just edged him out there. Here's Salah on the right wing. Salah, little slip inside to Trent. Lovely feet by Trent. Henderson to Mane. Salah inside. Trent hits the shot over the bar. Liverpool are playing really well. Henderson is sort of making everything tick. He's conducting everything in the way you'd expect maybe Thiago to. Henderson is at the moment. Liverpool looking fairly decent, but I know what you're all thinking. Well, there's Kroos and Modric and Benzema. We'll all keep calm because they can literally just score a goal at any point. Big goal kick away by Courtois. Van Dijk, just a monster there, just heads that miles down the pitch. Henderson, little back heel flick. Handball against Tony Kroos. $19.40 on the clock. Are we headed for pens, John? Absolutely not. There will be no penalties because we're going to be finished at about 11 p.m. if that's the case. Let's get this done in 90. A game of chess. Well, yeah, we'll see. The normal thing is if I don't want penalties, it's guaranteed to be penalties, isn't it? Oh, lovely ball by Thiago. Mane, edge of the box. Mane, inside the box. Can he get it on his right? Yes, he can. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, did Courtois get a hand to that? It's really good feet by Mane. So close to the opening goal there. No, he didn't get a hand to it. It's just unlucky from Mane. Oh, no, he did get a hand to it. It's a great save. I stand corrected. Great save by Thibaut Courtois there. He gets a bit of luck because it could have hit the post and bounced back in off him. But it's a really good bit of footwork by Mane. Ooh, Alisson way out of his line there. Great save by Thibaut Courtois. The ball hits the post. Could have bounced back out, hit him and gone in. But Liverpool turning the screw now. Casemiro, good tackle on Mane. And the pace is nice in this one now. Although as soon as I say that, really not great tackle by Thiago. He's late there. Fouls Casemiro. Referee Turpin lets that one go. There is Laurent Blanc in the stands. Fantastic stop, though, and very good indeed down to his right-hand side. Here's Modric. Neat and tidy as ever. Kroos. Back to Modric. Don't like Courtois. Why does no one like Courtois here? That save was on. That was a great save by Courtois there down to his right-hand side. Van Dijk, another effortless aerial win for him. And here's Diaz now. He's 1v1 actually here with one of the centre halves. And they've won it back, Real. Great protect there from Kroos. Little one through the lines by Carvajal. Mane slides in there and wins it back. And David Alaba has got it in the left centre-back spot. Cross it goes to Militao. And Kroos comes short to get it. Real just getting their foot on the ball a little bit. Liverpool have been really good, like 15 minutes there. And the icing on the cake would have been if Mane could punctuate the 15 minutes with a goal then. But I'm quite pleased that Lias has put that in there. Liverpool are totally dominating because you'd imagine if the game peaks and troughs that might be a bit of a peak there for Liverpool and they would have wanted to score then. And now Rail, they've just been on the ball a little bit more in the last sort of 90 seconds, haven't they? Mendy's got it. Cruz. Militao. It's back with Courtois. Port Vale back in League One. We were talking about that in the old Blue Monday chat earlier. My lot going to be playing Port Vale next season. You love it. Kim thinks Liverpool will win. I mean, on the basis of the first 23 minutes, that's fairly sound logic. Salah tries to slide it through. Good intercept there by Alaba, the left centre-back. Casemiro, Cruz. A bit of space for Benzema down the left now. Liverpool squeeze up so high, there's never any space, is there? Here's Vinicius on the left wing. Doesn't fancy a run at Trent. Recycle. Good bit of possession this for Real now. Big switch to Carvajal. Lovely volley pull by Carvajal to Modric. This is great stuff by Real. Here's Carvajal. Crossing position. Doesn't fancy it. Pass of the game, that one by Danny Carvajal. Full volley there after a switch of play. Right on Modric's toes as well. Brilliant pass, that one. That little lift ball by Cruz there. A bit of a trademark. Out to Vinicius. He's already done it twice this game. Mendy, Vinicius, 3 Liverpool players back though. Oh, Vinicius crosses to the back post. Alisson just arched his back there to catch that. A little bit worried that might sail over his head. I assume he knew what he was doing the whole time. Tony Naylor, hey? What a player. Robertson. Thiago with a very unorthodox pass there to Van Dijk. Konate. Fabinho. Mane. Diaz ahead of him. Mane finds Diaz. Diaz in the box, gets out of his feet. Carvajal's done well against Diaz so far, hasn't he? He's going to win the throw in there. That'll build his confidence up as well there. Good old fullback against winger battle, that one. He did have a handful of shirt, I have to say, but he did it very cleverly. The linesman's on the other side, so he knows where the linesman down the line is. He just reached around the back to pull the shirt there. As soon as I praise Carvalho, he does a hopeless clearance out to Trent. Salah. Henderson. Poor ball by Henderson. He's not put much of a foot wrong tonight, but they've won it back. Trent tries the back heel, can't get it into Salah. And Real have got it back in the left back position, and it's in to Tony Cruz. Keep your comments coming in the chat, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. 127 likes, tremendous support over there in the world of the thumbs up, the like. We love it. Modric's big raking pass, looking for Carvajal. Oh, well played, Robertson. Oh, no, Carvajal's got back in there. Carvajal, Valverde with him. Carvajal knocks it back into Modric, which is always a safe ball, isn't it? Cruz, little lift again. Doesn't pull it off this time. Robertson, Henderson, Fabinho. Fabinho taking a leaf out of Cruz's book and just floating one there out to Trent. It's given away again. Real Madrid just coming into this now, aren't they? Casemiro. Poor ball by him. Thiago picks up a little slip. He's still got it, though. And Henderson knocks that one inside to Fabinho. 0-0, Liverpool 0. Real Madrid 0 in this very delayed Champions League final. Trent to Salah. Thiago to Robertson. Robertson to Diaz. Back to Robertson. Thiago, Fabinho. They find the space. Fabinho is going to hit a long-range shot, and you could tell by his body language he didn't think that was going in himself, did he? Just swipes at that one. Take a deflection? Close. You need the snickometer from the cricket there, I think. It's Carlo Ancelotti, who has won the European Cup with Milan. Did he win it more than once with Milan? Can't think. Ooh. Little attempted slip through there. Vinicius was on the shoulder of the back four. Didn't quite get through. The Spaniards can't run a football firm. Mill. You love to see it. Here comes Salah. Salah 1v1 with Mendy. Salah drifts inside looking for Mane. Mane, hold up. Henderson. Henderson back into Fabinho. And it is a bit of a chess match. We got that comment a few minutes ago, didn't we? And I kind of agree. Here's Trent. Henderson's going to swing that one into the box, but it's straight into the arms of Thibaut Courtois. Give me your thoughts in the comments on the first half hour. I would say from about, 6 or 7 through to 15, Liverpool were really good, weren't they? Hit the post. It's been a bit, I'd say Real Madrid have edged it since then, haven't they? It's tight though, isn't it? 0-0 coming up the half an hour. Liverpool allowed more space outside the area than Real are allowed. Yeah, squeezed right up, don't they? Liverpool. And that's the danger. And here it is. Oh, Kroos. Oh, goodness me. Literally, as we were just saying it, Kroos tries to pop Vinicius through. And Trent was 30, 40 metres away from his own goal. Last man just gets there ahead of Vinicius, who would have been clean through if Trent hadn't cut that out. Here's Salah on the right wing. Salah engages Mendy. Salah into the box. Kroos cover. Wins it back. Oh, thank you, Rich. 2 European Cups for Ancelotti. What a manager. Here's Carvajal. Benzema. Valverde just drifts inside. That allows Liverpool to get back into shape. Very compact, actually. All behind the ball. All 10 outfielders, which gives Kroos a bit of space. And there it is again. The little sand wedge chip over the lines with the right foot. Does them for fun, doesn't he? Casemiro. Trent, the greatest English fullback since Ashley Cole. That might be true, actually, Jay. We'll put that one to the chat. We've got a few good ones, but certainly at club level, he's the master, isn't he? Kroos. Can you see Kroos deliberately holding onto the ball a little bit longer to try and draw Liverpool onto him a little bit? It didn't work. Modric, Militao, Kroos, right between the centre-backs. Here's Modric. Typical drive by Modric. Carvajal. Casemiro, Fee gets it back off Modric, and then Casemiro gives it away to Mane, who's only got Salah ahead of him. And Salah is squeezed out of it. Here's Benzema now, drives forward, points to Vinicius and says, get down the line. Tries to feed it inside Van Dijk on the cover. Clears it away. And here is Henderson. Robertson. Back to Henderson, who was really good in that first 20 minutes, Henderson, wasn't he? Thiago. Militao snaps in there and gives it to Casemiro. It's back to Kroos. Real still, I think, have been edging it for the last 5 or 10 minutes. What is everyone's predictions? Kim, if you scroll up right at kickoff, you might have to scroll up a long way. All I'll say was it was very even between the two sides in the predictions for everybody. Have our friends over at Betfair budged Match odds 17-20. Real Madrid are 4-1 to win this match. So there is value in Real Madrid if you fancy a little tipple in that direction. Little flutter. Betfair.com is your place. Please gamble responsibly. BeGambleAware.org. Plus, only bet what you can afford. Don't be a numpty. Fabinho, Konate, Van Dijk, Fabinho again. It's slow from Liverpool, but they're just trying to get a little bit more control back in this one. No penetration, though. Yeah, probably agree with that. Here is Konate. Step right forward. He's going to go into the box, is he? No. Salah crosses. Left-footed headed goalwards. So it wasn't Salah at all who crossed it. It was Salah who headed goalwards. The way Trent crossed that with his left foot, I assumed it was Salah. It's not a good header at all by Salah. He doesn't get anywhere near either of the corners. It's straight down Courtois' throat, and he makes the easy catch. Will I be streaming? There will be no stream tomorrow. I will be at Wembley watching the game. So there will be a vlog. If it's a 90-minute game around 7 o'clock, you'd imagine there'll be a vlog up. Longer than that, 7:30, 8 o'clock maybe. Who knows? Let's just get through this tonight, eh? It's going to be a late one, isn't it? Van Dijk. Van Dijk into the corner, looking for Salah. Salah's just ran that one out, covered there by Mendy. Cruz. Casemiro, Carvajal. Modric to Cruz. Liverpool, remember, trying to complete a cup treble if they win this one. I suspect they'd swap this one for both of the others, though, wouldn't they? This is the big one. Already won the League Cup and the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Here is Benzema. Little slide in. Vinicius in the box. Oh, he went through Konate too easily there. Henderson bailed him out. I'm sure Henderson, not straight away, but he's going to have words with Konate about how easily Vinicius went by him. Then here's Benzema quickly off the short corner. Robertson gets something on it. It's bouncing about the box, and Alisson is able to gather it. And immediately, it's a great kick by Alisson. If Diaz can control it, did Diaz get fouled? Yes, he did. Now, if that's a pull, I wonder if the yellow card might be coming out for Carvajal here. Referee Turpan has had a word. He's not going to book him. In the Sunderland Wigan vlog, you had some food from Wembley and said, guess how much it cost. How much was it? Well, we had some good guesses in the chat. My pork shoulder roll I had at Wembley, I might have another one tomorrow, actually, if I remortgage my house in the meantime, was £11.50 for a roll. Really nice, but that's a lot of money, I know. Best players often cancel themselves out. Yes, they do. The standards are just so high, aren't they, in these type of games? Henderson loops that one to the back post. Well, not back post, the corner of the box. Robertson heads down. Diaz, Thiago, Henderson again. Real are all back in shape, though, and Henderson goes all the way home to Alisson. Alisson pings it right down the middle of the pitch. Diaz bangs right up against Militao, and it goes through to Courtois. 37 gone, 0-0. All of the European finals have been tight this season, or just generally. Yeah, they don't normally get too stretched, do they? Well, I do remember, because I'm old, I do remember Milan beating Barcelona 4-0 under Capello, was that? When Savicevic scored the lob. Someone will tell me what year that was. 93? I'm guessing. Cruz. Carvajal. Rather got a few forward here. Carvajal with a strange pass there. Fizzes it in shoulder height and it's cleared away. Here's Diaz. Diaz on the dribble down the left wing. Great ball carrier, Diaz. Although Carvajal's played him fairly well. And Carvajal gets it back to Courtois, sorts his feet out, and he's going to get this cleared. You're a YouTube megastar. Yeah. You don't know how many views you have to get to make £11.50, Stephen. A lot, hey? I still begrudge paying £11.50 for a pork loin roll. What are you going to do, hey? £12 would have to be the Rolls Royce of rolls. And quite. Van Dijk. No eyes pass there from Thiago. And whoever said it was a game of chess is right now. Certainly the way it's settled down. Only that Sadio Mane shot against the post. If I put the numbers up, actually, I bet Real Madrid have had no shots, have they? Yeah, 0 shots for Real Madrid. Liverpool have had 8. So if you judged it, and you never should, just on the stats without the eye test, it would look like Liverpool were completely dominant. It's not quite like that, but what we can say is Real Madrid have created naff all, haven't they? But again, I'll repeat, they've got Modric, Kroos and Benzema on the pitch. So Hazard and Bale on the bench. £11.50 for a roll. What has the world become, hey? This is the price for eating inside Wembley, yeah? You know, nice little fish and chips thing. Maybe I'll get one of them tomorrow. Robertson, little feed in. Mane spins. Mane tries to get the shot off. He's closed down well by Militao. Good defending there. Throws himself across the front. It's going to be a corner, isn't it? Which Virgil van Dijk is coming up for. Andy Robertson's going to swing this one out from the left-hand side with his left foot. 40 gone. Bank crash wallop, sorry. Robertson pops the corner in. Headed away by Benzema. Henderson drives the shot in. Not sure how much that missed by. Taken any kind of deflection, there would have been trouble. That missed by a lot. Mane tried to get out of the way. If Mane had turned the other way, maybe he could have deflected it towards the goal. Will I cover the Nations League in June? I think I might do, Liam, actually. Does that sound fun? Especially in a World Cup year. Let me know if you want that. Need something to do, don't we, eh? Van Dijk. I'm going to save my last beer for the second half on the assumption this may go to extra time. Casemiro's got it. 41-6 on the clock. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0. Real have created nothing. Liverpool have hit the post. But it's a tight chess match of a Champions League European Cup final. Yes, please. I'm assuming that's for League of Nations coverage. Vinicius has been fouled by Big Canate. A free kick to Real. Toni Kroos is going to take. Modric back to Kroos. Mendy, Modric, Militao, Alaba. Is he going to go long? No, Real just keeping hold of the ball in their own half. Kroos, clever little one in between the lines there. Alaba, Vinicius, Mendy. Good football, this. Oh, knocked in, looking for Benzema on the back post. He's controlled it. Benzema lays the keeper down. Oh, it's gone loose. Oh, what are they doing? Benzema surely is going to score. He's not celebrating. I assume the goal has been ruled out. The offside flag is up. Real Madrid had the ball in the net. It's been disallowed. He was onside from the first one. Little clip over the top. And the defender was not great here. Alisson comes out. Real Keystone Cops stuff there. And I'm guessing they've put the flag up for the last phase of play, although keeper was ahead of the ball. Oh, comes off Fabinho. Are they going to check this? This might not be offside, actually. Came off Fabinho. I think this goal might stand, actually. Referee Turpin's just having it checked. Let's have a look. So there's an offside earlier in the move. All that matters here is, does Valverde touch the ball first? If Valverde touches the ball first, Benzema is offside. If Fabinho touches the ball first, this goal's going to stand. So the VAR guy has got a hard old task here. He's got to figure out who touched the ball first. If it comes off Fabinho first, I think he's onside. Carlo Ancelotti looks a bit confused by the whole thing. Benzema did his job and stuck the ball in the net. Alisson looks a bit sheepish. He didn't cover himself in glory then. Very frantic. I think they're checking the first one now, are they? We've got the high camera angle now. Let's have a look. Valverde slides in. Benzema is, I think, offside at the point Valverde goes in for it. I mean, he's not passing him the ball. It deflects back off Fabinho. It's an absolute mess. Really poor from Alisson. Hits his knee. I think Valverde definitely touches the ball first. So I think this might well get disallowed then. Little Real Madrid kid goes like that and starts praying. I think it's going to be disallowed. I think they just got the right camera angle. They're having a good check, which is the right thing to do. Benzema and Thiago is just trying to figure out what on earth is going on. I'll put my colours to the mast. I think it's going to be disallowed. I think Valverde touches it first, then it hits Fabinho. But when Valverde touches it, he's in an offside position, Benzema, and literally a millisecond later, it hits Fabinho. So you can't say it's a new phase of play, even though it's angled away from. I mean, that could be the argument that, yeah, it's been disallowed. Yeah, that could be the argument. But I thought that was going to get disallowed after seeing that last angle. Check over. Verificación terminale. Termine. There we go. I can't speak French. So, yeah, Benzema just offside. And when Valverde slid in to win the ball, sort of he's kind of kneeling down, doing some kind of lunge. And, yeah, just when we needed another delay. Alisson caused a mess. Yeah, it wasn't great goalkeeping from one of the world's best. But, yeah, we really needed that delay. But they need to get the decision right, don't they? Very long check. Was indeed. Got to get these things right. It wasn't a clear one, wasn't it? We had 5 or 6 angles before I could tell when Valverde and Fabinho went in together who actually won the ball first. From a Liverpool point of view, you're praying it's the Real Madrid guy, and then Benzema was going to be offside. That seemed to become clear at the end. So I'm perfectly happy with that decision, and I'm perfectly happy with the tech and the methodology. They've got to check these things and get these right. It's the European Cup final, the Champions League final. Let's have these decisions right, hey? Just to confirm, I'm off to bed at 90. Don't think I am by the sounds of it. It's a tight one, this one. Liverpool hitting the post at one end. A very tight VAR call on carrying Benzema at the other, but it is 0-0. Vinicius tries to run Trent. He goes down and referee Turpin gives him one of those. Get up. Still time to bring out Camilla for an extended halftime show. I'm all for it. And that is half time. 0-0. Tight. Liverpool, I would say, were the better side from about 6 to 15. Real were then on top a little bit without creating much. Then it got like a chess match. When Liverpool were on top, Sadio Mane hit the post. Great save by Courtois. Tipped it onto the post with the right foot. And then at the end of the half, a real rubbish bit of defending actually by, was it Alisson and Konate possibly getting in a big mess there. And the ball's bouncing about. Valverde sort of wins a 50-50. The ball then bounces onto Benzema, who was offside when Valverde won the ball, but it does bounce off Fabinho. And I think it's a right decision. I think they give him offside there. It's a tight one, but I think it's the right one. And it is half time and it is 0-0. Get your comments in on the first half. See if you've got it the same as me. If, and I would never advise you to do this, you looked purely at the stats and no eye test whatsoever, you'd think Liverpool would dominate. It's not quite that clear cut. Look, 10 shots to 1. But if you look at the big chance count, well, there is no big chances in the half at all. So it's a bit tighter than one would imagine. There, if you look at the attack momentum graph, what you'll see is very little blue for Real Madrid. And you can see that period that I was talking about, sort of about 6 through to 15 or so. Big, huge green bars there for Liverpool. Keep your comments coming in. It's halftime in the Champions League. It's Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0. Liverpool needed half-time. Yeah, I think they probably did, considering where it was going. Yeah, in that last few minutes. I think I agree with that. Can't call this. I definitely agree with that. I think Liverpool won that half on points. Football doesn't work like that, obviously. But it's Real Madrid. Kroos, Modric and Benzema are on the pitch and Bale and Hazard are on the bench. So if it's 0-0, there's no way you can assume just because Liverpool have got a good flow to them that they're going to go on and win the game. It's just, that's not how Real Madrid works. They're very, very decent at sort of coming out and winning from positions like that. What else have we got? Well, it started so promisingly. I don't know. I think it's a fascinating sort of chess match type game. I feel like Liverpool should be winning with the good spell they had. Yeah, that was the best spell by either side in the game, wasn't it? Liverpool are a half an extra time away from potentially winning 3 cup finals on penalties. Without, did they draw both those games 0-0? That's a very good point indeed. I'd need to read the rules, but that offside goal is questionable. I don't know which bit would allow it. I suppose the only thing in the offside laws are if you're looking at phases of play. But the ball, if the argument is that Valverde's kicking it in one direction, it diverts off Fabinho and goes in the other direction, I just don't think that's going to be close enough. It's still sort of the same phase as he's kicking the ball, isn't it? So I don't think the change of direction makes any difference there, but we will see. Who do you think is gone win? No clue now. Thought Liverpool were on top until the last 5 minutes. Real will be happy. It stays like this for 15 minutes to go. Look out for Real subs. Maybe so. Keep your comments coming in. I've seen Katy Perry. Did somebody say just eat? Has she taken over from Snoop Dogg doing the just eat adverts? Guys, let's try and do a like spike. Tremendous support on the likes, by the way. We've got 144 likes. Give us a like spike. Hit that like button if you're watching right now. See if you can get us over the 150 mark. Let's go for a like spike. And I didn't do it earlier. I was so confused with all the delays to the kickoff. I didn't give a shout out to Luca, our fan sponsor. Hopefully he's still watching. He's not gone away because I didn't shout him out. Luca will be up somewhere, I think, in Bolton with his dad, Stephen, watching the game. Hopefully he's got us on as well. Good old Luca, channel legend. And he is our fan sponsor over on Patreon. Patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. If you want to get involved on that, we've got a Discord community there. We do sort of monthly roundtables. We'll try and build up the Patreon a little bit more and get a few more shows on next year. Hopefully have a little bit more time next season. Now my daughter is coming up for 10 months old. As you can imagine, it was a bit frantic at the start of this game. What have we got in here? Luca equals legend. Yes, he does. Like Spike sounds moderate. No, it doesn't, Robert. Come on, get out of the gutter, hey? It needs to be deliberate so deflection wouldn't count it offside. Well, get on the IFAB website, you lot. Big man Luca. What a legend. What a legend. This game is similar to when City played them. Real Madrid second best, but find a way. They often do, don't they? Evening event. Personally, think it's a goal. Liverpool on top have to take their chances. Liverpool player kicks the ball against his own man. I think Real Madrid player didn't touch it. If that's the case, it's onside. But I thought Valverde touched it. I'm sure I'm about to see. As always, we'll keep the debate nice and open. It can be subjective. I know offside's not supposed to be subjective, but if it's down to a frame and who touches the ball first, it is a matter of fact, but almost becomes subjective as to how you judge it. So we'll see what sort of angle BT gives us. Who does my little girl fancy? Shall we see how she's doing? Hopefully she fancies not waking up from her slumber. Let's give you an Enid update here. Oh, bless her. Look. There she is, everyone. Kind of got her face to the side. So I'm sure around midnight, she's going to scream a bit and want to feed. But she's lovely. Bless her. I'm not reading this guy's name. That's awful. Who do you think Klopp will bring on in the second half? Diogo Jota and James Milner, probably. God, that is a hard one to call. They just showed a freeze frame on BT of literally 3 different players challenging for the ball at the same time. It's a very, very difficult one to call, that one. If anyone's watching on BT, I'd be interested to see what Peter Walton's got to say. An actual referee gives us a bit of insight into how a ref would view that situation. Let's have another look now, see if they pause on it. Such a hard one to call that, isn't it? This is the angle, I think, that makes it offside. Oh, my God. So, that's a very clear angle. Valverde wins it. Then Canate slides in. And to be fair to those people who think that's onside, the argument would then be Canate slides in and moves the ball in the opposite direction. Is that a new phase of play? He's won the ball and it's changed direction. It then bounces off Fabinho and I assume then bounces straight through. So if that's a new phase of play because he's kind of won the ball, then it would be onside. Get over on the IFAB website, hey? Deary me. Enid's so cute. Bless her. Oh, she's cute. I'm a Forest fan having a baby Monday. Hope she holds out until then. Well, there you go. Keep your comments coming in. I really want to start my second beer, but I will wait until the start of the second half, which is coming up next. 155 likes. Hit that like button. See if you can keep pushing the numbers there. It's 0-0 in the Champions League final. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0. I hope the penalty shootout is over before my daughter. Well, and we're thinking about moving me down to the garage away from her. She's actually literally next door there. So when I get excited in here, might wake her up, bless her. Got to be deliberate is what the ref said. Oh, what, in terms of it being offside? Yeah. The ball was not deliberately played back, so was offside. Okay. Well, Peter Walton probably knows the Wolves better than me. Peter Walton said Fabinho didn't deliberately play the ball into Benzema. He is still offside from there. Because Valverde definitely touches it, doesn't it? So that's the point where you're drawing the offside from. But yes, very tight, and a good debate about that one. And ultimately, you have to give credit to the officials. They got it right. Although, and this is my contention when people have a go at referees, which I think is ridiculous sometimes, because literally all of us in the chat with 16 replays can't quite tell. So it has to be some kind of a guess from a human stood 10 meters away on the touchline. Has to be a guess, you know, and that's why it gets me when people have a pop at referees, when it's like, well, how is it possible? How can the human eye detect? So ball going one way, three players rather, all coming from different directions. And then the ball literally goes bang, 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 and then through. It's impossible for the naked eye in real time from over there on the touchline to be able to do it. But Baharath, if I'm saying your name right, Liverpool fan from India, you're very welcome, sir. Welcome to our show. Got you on audio. BT commentary. Oh, it's great. I won't read the last bit. I think VAR's got that right, to be fair, but everyone will criticise VAR for the next 10, 15 years probably, until some new innovation comes on, and then they'll criticise that, I guess. But the stop clock, the real-time stop clock, they'll be criticising that in the 30-minute halves, or whatever has changed in the game will get criticised. Jude and Joe Bellingham sitting in front of Zidane. You love to see it. Jude Bellingham may playing a Champions League final one day. I wonder how much beer have I got left? I have one bottle WPK, which I feel it would be okay to open at the start of the second half. You're very, very welcome, and I will not say your name again. Do you think VAR would have overruled if the goal had been given in the first place? Yes, because all goals get checked, don't they? We just got to get the right decision. Never mind this clear and obvious business. Is it right or is it wrong? If you can check it, check it. And if it's not a goal, disallow it. That's where I come from on that type of thing. I will never stop criticizing. Well, there we go. So there's no point me defending it then, John, is there? Hey? Would Peter Walton be biased? I wouldn't have thought Peter Walton would be biased, would he? Wenlock, Pierce, thank you so much. Not the first time he has super chatted as well. Thank you, Wenlock. Very, very kind indeed. Was it clear and obvious? Clear and obvious doesn't come into it because it was a goal. All goals get checked automatically. So clear and obvious is only if it's, penalty or something like that might need checking. So no, clear and obvious doesn't come into it with a goal, does it? Fortunately. So hopefully we can't argue about that. No VAR in the Championship. It's coming, guys. It is coming. You can rail against it, but it's coming. Don't you worry about that. Keep comments coming in, guys. It's half time. Liverpool 0. Real Madrid 0. And it's 9:40 because the kickoff was delayed by 36 minutes. BT are on their last ad break, and hopefully we can get to the second half very, very soon. You see the Real Madrid players are coming out. Ready for the second half. Could be next goal wins, couldn't it, this one? Hey? Charlie, sticking by 2-1 Liverpool. Mane twice and a Benzema penalty. Should have kept Camilla on for longer. Good old Camilla. I'll watch that back later with the sound on, hey? Couldn't have the sound on for this one. Was that Diogo Jota? Did I see that right? Or was it just Andy Robertson? Looks like Camavinga's got his shirt in his hand as well. Can't see down the tunnel there. We may be getting some action off the bench by the look of it. We will see. They won't give me the camera angle down the tunnel, which is very annoying. They just went back to the shot across the side. We can see. Well, there's Mo Salah. There's Jordan Henderson, Trent. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not making any changes. No, sorry. I mistook Diogo Jota for Andy. I just saw the 2 on his back. I think, does Diogo wear 20? I can't think. There we go. Liverpool to win on penalties. 0-0 treble. Yeah, we've had this one. Without scoring a goal in any of the finals. Worth. Hazard masterclass coming. I feel it in the water or just the beer. Speaking of which, can I open this now? Let's do it. Cheers, everyone. The season kind of ends tomorrow, doesn't it, with the Championship playoff final. But we have, hopefully, 45 minutes of Champions League left, don't we? Could be extra time. Could be penalties as well. Liverpool have done it on penalties before. But yeah, cheers to you. Let's get the teams up. And nothing has changed by the look of it. So we will bang on with this. Alisson in goal. A bit ropey on the Benzema disallowed effort, wasn't he? Trent and Robertson centre-halves. Full-backs, dearie me. Van Dijk and Konate centre-halves. Thiago, Fabinho, Henderson, Salah, Mane, Diaz for Real, Courtois, Carvajal and Mendy are the full-backs. Militao and Alaba. Midfield, Modric, Kroos, Casemiro, Valverde and Vinicius wide with Benzema up the top. And we have kicked off nice and quickly there. Charlie on his 6th bud. Very, very nice too. Cheers, everybody. I'm on San Miguel. Very nice. I'm glad you've put that comment, Stephen. The Beeb shots have it 10-1. SofaScore's got 10 shots to 1. But yeah, that's why always have a bit of eye test and always have a bit of stats as well, because that would make it look like complete dominance. But it wasn't, was it? Just a shot count, just a possession count tells us a lot, but it never tells us everything, does it? Mediocre Madrid defence, says Tarun, letting Benzema down. Cheers. Hope you've got the emergency bottle for extra time. I haven't. And like I was saying earlier, there's all girly drinks downstairs. So I could have a cider, but I'd have to ask Shaylee to get it. And that just won't go down well, being the game was delayed 36 minutes. And I told her I'd be done in a couple of hours. So that's exactly what it is, Stephen. Copperberg. Very nice too. What flavour do you have, Stephen? WPK is doing my admin for me here. Dave's on the hot chocolate. We will do a timestamp, but here comes Mo Salah. Not back to Trent. Trent early cross to the back post. A great cross by Trent. Diaz was arriving. Carvajal, who I think's played well the right back for Madrid, just gets touched tight. If he's not, Diaz is heading that in the goal. We'll try and give you a timestamp on 47 minutes. I'm on BT Sport 1 HD. If you're on YouTube, what we're hearing is you're between 10 and 15 seconds behind. So make sure you pause me. Don't let me ruin or spoil anything for your enjoyment. We're going to be at 47 minutes in 3, 2, 1, sync. Strawberry and lime. There you go. Shaylee would join you in that one. I'm at the game tomorrow. Yes, I will be. So no watch along tomorrow. I'm at Wembley. If it's a 90-minuter, we'll have a vlog up about 7 later if we go in the distance tomorrow. We might be going the distance in this one, though, guys. Benzema, Kroos, and coffee at this time of night, John. Keep me up all night, that would. Switch of play, looking for Carvajal. Diaz gets a foot on it, but Carvajal knocks it back into Militao. Modric recycle, back to Militao. And Real just getting their foot on the ball. Thanks, everyone, for the support tonight. 164 likes. Please do hit that like button if you haven't already. Trying to always sync for maximum enjoyment. Absolutely. Here's Modric. It's one back by Thiago. Diaz tries to pop that over the top for Salah. Can he run off the back of Mendy? Can, after a fashion. Oh, nice play by Salah. Oh, good defending, though. Is that Casemiro? Although Mane's won it back, actually. Mane, edge of the box. Diaz. Oh, they've got man over. Couldn't find. Must have been Robertson on the left-hand side of the box. And here comes Casemiro down the middle of the pitch. Trent's fouled him, hasn't he? You can get the free kick for that. Yeah, good play by Casemiro there. Mike, welcome, my friend. Mike was with us at the League One playoff final the other day. Good old boy. This is the first time you've been ahead of me on here. Keep the drinks flowing. There you go. I sink, therefore I am. That's tremendous. Can you still not come to the wedding? When's the wedding, Elliot? Elliot's getting married. I can't remember when it is. Please tell me it's not today. But no, I can't. And if it is today, what are you doing on your phone? Go and enjoy the wedding. Modric. Kroos. Vinicius. I'm going to tempt fate if you're a Liverpool fan. Vinicius has been quiet, hasn't he? Tomorrow. Many happy returns, Elliot. Where are you getting married, my friend? Let me know. Ball's lobbed over through to Alisson, who hurls it down the pitch, looking for Mane. Not the greatest idea, because Militao just comes towering over the top of him and heads it down. Look at that. 319 passes completed. Liverpool 318. That sounds very 50-50 to me in terms of the possession. Although you lot have pointed out the shot count is very heavily in Liverpool's favour. You can't wish many happy... Oh, is that the idea of many happy returns? I've never even thought of that. What do you say for a wedding then? Just congratulations. Benny boy is my daddy issues dad. It's shocking. Congratulations, Elliot, and thanks for joining the watch along. You're not nervous about wedding day tomorrow, hey? Any good wedding stories? Get them in the chat for us. Bear in mind, I've been a professional musician for many years, so I've probably been into the hundreds of weddings, and I will beat you with any story, but I want to hear yours. Fabinho, 51-23 on the clock. Pace has just slowed down, which means a little bit more space on the ball. Teams folding back a little. Salah down the right. Salah crosses in. Courtois, good catch. Courtois, really one of the two key moments of the game, him tipping it onto the post. The other was that incredibly tight offside call where we were all thumbing through our rule books, going on the IFAB website, hey? Valverde, Benzema, Carvajal, slips, gets back up though. Oh, good feet by Diaz. He's taking the mickey there. Been married 40 years, John. That's tremendous. The guy on Eurovision reminded me of you. Other way around. I'm trying to say it from my point of view. Reminded you of me. Yeah, that is right. He didn't win, did he? I got drop kicked at a wedding in my wheelchair. You can't drop kick a guy in a wheelchair, right? That's disgusting. Top that. I don't think we're going to top that, are we? Hey? Ryan getting drop kicked in his wheelchair. Unbelievable scenes, but not for Ryan. Got to find a lovely lady to get married to. Well, absolutely you have to, Dave. Yeah. Commiserations for your loss. Stop it. The weddings. Here's Mane. Mane slides it through. Here comes Diaz down the left-hand side. Diaz 1v1 with Modric. Modric stands him up. Diaz knocks it back. Mane, chance left-footed, blocked. Trent, edge of the box. Trent hits the shot, blocked as well. That Casemiro is one of these midfielders. Just gets in the way, one of those defensive midfielders. Trent to Henderson. Mane, walking pace this now. Trent, Thiago, Van Dijk, very far advanced. Liverpool putting the squeeze on here. The tempo is slow, isn't it, guys? God. Keep these wedding stories coming. This is tremendous. Fabinho, just got to follow this through, yeah? Thiago, big switch of play looking for Trent, who will control this, no doubt. Of course he does. Trent, Henderson. Henderson back to Trent, crossing position. Trent puts it in. Good play game by Courtois. He's having a good game, isn't he? Just kind of fists that one away. It's going to go out for a goal kick. And I can read some of your wedding stories. Was a dance-off. The girl did a cartwheel and boof, she goes down. I got a busted nose. Dear, I hope you made her feel very guilty for drop kicking a guy in a wheelchair, Ryan. Unbelievable scenes. I've been best man and misplaced the handcuffs, so I was literally by his side as he got married. Unbelievable. Best man at a wedding where both families and most guests were funeral directors. I didn't get a lot of laughs from my speech. Again, it was crap. Worth. Excellent little tangent there, everybody. Oh, that's clever from Militao. He's gone down. I never know whether to do this or not because it's not fair on the player, but he's gone down with a head injury. Let's see if he actually gets caught there. Referee Turpan is just sorting everything out. It did seem like, look, if he's hurt, he's hurt, and I'll apologise and admit I'm wrong. It did seem like a good time to go down, put it that way. I'm kind of going 50-50 there. Militao and Diaz sort of fall on top of each other. To be fair to him, he gets a knee in the face, but then he's going to go down and hold his face, and ref has to stop it because it's a head injury. So, yeah, very well bought. Exactly. Let's hope Militao lives happily ever after. Well, I'll say 55 in a second. Right now on the clock, Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 0. There's old Fabio Cannavaro is too busy on his phone. I don't know if he can get signal. I'd be turning Clarence Seedorf if I was sat next to him. Probably irritating the hell out of him. Now, someone will do this stat in the chat for me. Clarence Seedorf won the European Cup, Champions League, with Ajax, Real twice maybe, AC Milan. I think he won it 4 times with 3 different teams. Is that right? You guys are big fans of Militao's gamesmanship, let's call it. Can't spit out expensive champagne, Dave. What a waste. Come on. If I see you on June the 10th, Dave, we need to fix that up, don't we? I'm not buying you champagne then, yeah? Mane, Henderson. Salah on the right wing. Salah inside. Trent narrow. Trent tries to feed Salah. Salah, oh, God, he gets the shot the second time around. Salah's appealing for something. He's the only Liverpool player appealing, to be fair. Let's have a look. Oh, they might have a look at that one. I don't think it's going to get given. Does hit his hand, but it's right in on his body. So we know arm in natural position. That's okay. So I'm pretty much okay with that. Right, Salah had a big appeal for that. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Carvajal, Casemiro, Modric. Modric is a baller, isn't he? Is he like 36? And he's still swaggering around in the Champions League final. Here comes Valverde. Valverde drives it across the box, and Vinicius has scored for Real Madrid. They lose him. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the back post, and the 13-time winners are in the lead. They are doing it again. We have a goal in the Champions League final. It's gone to Real Madrid. We'll start the inquest in a second, but it looked like Trent lost Vinicius on the back post there, and the English fullback might be copping the flack for that one. Jurgen Klopp knows his side's been behind and come back in recent times. Just have a look at this. Trent looks over his shoulder, and yeah, he's just not tight enough. It's close on the offside. I think he's on, isn't he? But if you're not going to cut that out, you've got to go with your man. And I think Trent, unfortunately, is going to cop the flack for that goal. Vinicius sticks it in the back of the net. It's Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. It's a tap-in the end for Vinicius after it's been driven across the box. Get your thoughts in on that. The Real players celebrate. They have the lead in this one. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. Vinicius with the opening goal. Just about an hour on the clock. Real are Champions League bosses, by the way. There is Zinedine Zidane, who won a fair few of those titles as player and manager, indeed. It's Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. And the Kings of the Champions League are possibly heading for another title here. Incredible. Let's check in with our friends over at Betfair, because things are going to have changed big style in terms of the odds. We're sponsored today by Betfair and Football 365, and Liverpool immediately in the match odds fly out to 6-1. Real Madrid 13-20 now to win in 90. If you want odds to lift the trophy, look down a little bit further. Real Madrid are now 3-10. So that is slightly better than 3-1, or slightly worse, 3-1 on Real. Now, please gamble responsibly. BeGambleAware.org. 18 plus only. Only bet what you can afford. It was driven across the box by Valverde. Trent just loses Vinicius behind him over his shoulder, and the ball goes across the box and is tapped in by Vinicius. And it is Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. Let me just bring up to show you Real Madrid's recent dominance. If I can get a Champions League winners list. Do a quick little one-handed Google there. There we go. We might need to go to good old Wikipedia for this one, but we'll wait for a lull in play to do this, and I'll bring it up on the screen. You can see the very, very recent dominance, put it that way. Yellow card is out for Fabinho, which gives me a chance. So there it is. I don't know how well you can see that on your screen. That's the Wikipedia page there. Look at that from Real Madrid since 2015-16 there. Or go back a bit, 2013-14 they win it. 15-16, 16-17 and 17-18, 3 seasons in a row with sort of Cristiano Ronaldo, that era, Sergio Ramos as well. Are they going to do it again? You see Liverpool there won it in 2019, but it has been dominance as well. Barcelona winning it twice since 2010. Dominance from the Spanish teams. Are they going to do it again tonight? It's looking that way at the moment. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. Let's have a look at some comments here. Robertson nowhere to be seen. Trent needs to follow his man. Walker over Trent for the World Cup. Well, Gareth's going to do that, isn't he? Track your man. Absolutely. I can see why he goes narrow, but if you go narrow, you have to intercept that ball, else there's the tap in. If he drops off a little bit and goes man for man, I mean, it's good by Vinicius because he gets in his blind spot, doesn't he? But you know the defender's going to cop the flak for that one, don't you? You just know it. English teams also do it in succession. Chelsea last year, now Liverpool. Maybe. Behind now, though. Yeah, that does look like a good bet, Jay. 15-1 there on a 2-0er. Because Liverpool are going to have to go for it now. Wonder if we'll see James Milner or Diogo Jota. Here's Salah. Salah comes in off the wing. Oh, well played, Salah. It's another good save by Courtois. I think that's going in the corner from Salah. Bends it from about, I don't know, 20 yards-ish. Let's have a look. Good camera angle. Oh, that's going in. That's a great strike by Salah. Good save by Courtois. Looks fairly comfortable, doesn't he? Trent. Canate. Real Madrid have been Liverpool's nemesis in recent times, especially if they win tonight. Yeah. That final with Karius letting the ball through his hands. Here's Salah over on the right wing. Salah against Mendy. Oh, good feet by Salah. It's a foul, surely, by Vinicius, isn't it? Yeah. Free kick to Liverpool, which both Trent and Robertson are going to be interested in. And now we start looking at the clock, don't we? It's a great bit of skill by Salah. I'm not sure he got fouled looking at that. Let's have a... Yeah, I think he might have bought that free kick. It's a lovely bit of skill. As we imagined, Diogo Jota is coming on. Luis Diaz is coming off. And to be fair, we said Danny Carvajal had played him fairly well. So I wonder if Jota goes down the middle now and Sadio Mane moves out to the left-hand side. Let's find out if BT will give us the wide shot. We're not going to find out from this set play. Real Madrid, simply the best team in Europe. Certainly in European knockout competition, they are. There's no argument about that. This would be... Am I right? Can someone fact check me on that? Is it the 14th win if they... 14th European Cup or Champions League for Real? But can Liverpool do something about it now? Free kick comes in. Robertson near post looking for Jota, whose first touch. Salah, hospital ball for Henderson, who wins it. Here's Mane now, left wing, bit of space. Carvajal closes down. Mane crosses right-footed, headed away by Real. Salah nods it back. Henderson hoiks it up in the air. And it's caught. Thank you, Liam. Yes, that'd be a 14th win. I mean, Liverpool have won 6, haven't they, as well? It's a comfortable save, that, for Courtois. He's such a big bloke. He's got big reach getting across the ball, across the goal there. So Liverpool, 77, 78, 81, 84, 2005 and 2019, if I've got the years right there. 6 wins, and Real, just too many to count. But that recent 3, the team, Cristiano Ronaldo's team, the 3 in a row there. Salah down the right. Cruz has done really well there. Just gets in front of him and then buys the foul. All 3 European final programs. Oh, nice one, Liam. Good for the collection. Have Juventus only won it twice? Is that right? That's incredible. They beat Ajax in the final, didn't they? Juve, 96. Ravanelli. Was it penalties in the end? There is Cloud Makalele there in the audience. And I can see Cafu as well. Some real great players here in the crowd. I suspect the hospitality in the Stade de France has got some of the all-time greats in. Jota, has he fouled Militao in the corner? No. And judging by your guys' reaction to Militao going down holding his head a few minutes ago, you'll be pleased he didn't get that decision. Corner to Liverpool, 67:34 on the clock. Van Dijk up, Konate up. In it comes. Carvajal heads away. Carvajal must be reasonably close to man of the match, mustn't he? I don't know what your guys' thoughts are at the moment. I think he's been good, the right back. It speaks volumes that Luis Diaz has been substituted, put it that way. Let me know what you think in the chat if you agree with me. Another corner to Liverpool, which Andy Robertson is going to take. In it comes. Oh, Konate was there. It's up in the air. Fabinho heads down, hoiked away. Vinicius there with Trent. Vinicius done well, really well there. But it's one back in the end. Bit fortuitously goes all the way through to Salah. Salah knocks it back. Henderson floaty to the back post. Headed across. Salah at the back post. Oh, can he force it in? Courtois having a good game, isn't he? He just kind of throws himself towards his near post and gets the contact, I think, there. And that's problematic for Liverpool. The Real Madrid keeper's playing well, isn't he? Here comes Valverde, who set up the goal. He's beaten Robertson. Valverde crosses early. Konate, little head down to Van Dijk, who's cool as ever. A couple of shouts for Mendy and Valverde, the left back and the right winger there for Real. Here is, I agree with Courtois as well. He's looked good, hasn't he? Salah trying to get into the box. Carvajal brings it away again. Oh, good touch. He is playing well, isn't he? Inside to Benzema. Back to Carvajal as we come up 69:30 on the clock. Liverpool need to do something. There you go. Milner, I do suspect we'll see Milner shortly. It's a big game and they always use his experience, don't they? Trent, come on. He's one of the best crosses in the world, Trent, and that was a horrible ball in there by the England man. Let's have a look at this a few minutes ago. So that's really good from Courtois. He's played so well, hasn't he? Sprints across the box. Salah gets there. Do you know what? It's his calf. It's his left calf. Gets that away. He's played really well, Courtois, hasn't he? A couple of really good moments from him in this one. And they're not sweeping Liverpool away, but they are leading this one. They're doing the business at the moment, Real Madrid. Here's Thiago. Trent. Oh, it's just too far for him. Bit loose there from Trent for the last minute or so. And Real have won it back. First team to reach the European final with Scottish. Well, we're talking Celtic here, aren't we? In terms of winning the European Cup. Here's Vinicius. Good tackle by Konate. Can Liverpool counter now? Here's Mane. Mane down the right wing. Casemiro, good tackle. Throw in Liverpool. Nice to see that in the European Cup final. 2 slide tackles there. Both involving contact, both taking the ball. No fouls given for either. You love to see it. It's a dying art. Oh, Benzema's done really well there to draw the foul off Van Dijk, who pulls him up. Just goes through the Frenchman. Firmino, yeah, that's not a bad shout, is it? Firmino's been ever so reliable for Liverpool. And we're either going to have Carlo Ancelotti winning his 3rd Champions League as a manager or Jurgen Klopp winning his 2nd. But Klopp's been in a few finals, hasn't he? With Dortmund and with Liverpool. Won and lost. So Rangers the first finalist. Celtic were definitely the first British team to win. Was it 67? Tommy Gemmell. Can't remember who the other goal scorer for Celtic was against Inter. before the Busby Babes won it. Must have been a year before Man United won it, mustn't it? George Best at Wembley. Fabinho. Canate. Real just in game management mode now, aren't they? Here's Trent down the right. It's not happening for him at the moment, is it, since the goal? Trent points an accusing finger at Mendy there. Says, I've got your number. Mendy slides through him. Mendy points back. Could be a good battle between those two for the remainder of the game. Oh, Mane flicked that one away in the box. Thought about going down for a second. You could see, couldn't you? Nice to see. And yeah, I agree with that, Russell. He's good, referee Turpan. He was good in the Euros, wasn't he, as well? Here comes Jota into the box. Casemiro again in that deep midfield position, just getting a foot in. Henderson, Trent. Come on, Trent, get your head together. Oh, he's giving it away again. Ugh. Here's Henderson. Trent now, come on. Drives it in, and Jota throws a foot at it. Oh, God, if he gets contact on that, that's going in the goal, isn't it? Oh, that's so close. I think he gets something on it, actually, doesn't he? You touch that? Keita ready. I assume Thiago's coming out then. Questions about his fitness before kickoff anyway. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. And in 15 minutes' time, if Liverpool don't score, Real Madrid are going to be the European champions for the 14th time, which is absurdly good. Winning your own league 14 times is a little bit special, let alone winning the European Cup, for Champions League, European Cup 14 times. Right, are Liverpool going to make the sub now? They're not, I don't think. Real are taking their time. Trent not on it tonight. I think maybe since the goal, I would agree with you. Yeah, it's a shame, real shame. Oh, Firmino's going to come on as well. So Klopp, he's got 5 subs. He may as well roll the dice here. We've already seen Diaz go out and Jota come in. I wonder, surely he's not going to take either Salah or Mane off. Wonder whether he's essentially going for it. Front free kick in. Oh, goodness me. Casemiro completely free. Oh, that's where you wanted it to not be the defensive midfielder there. They completely lost Casemiro there, Liverpool. That could have been 2-0, couldn't it? If it had been Modric, Kroos, Benzema, etc. Oh, here they come and get Vinicius. No, he's offside. Flag's gone up. Right, are we going to see Firmino and Keita now? Yeah, horrible defensive line from Liverpool there. Casemiro timed his run. Tried to just knock that one off, but got it going backwards. Right, this is going to be interesting. Jordan Henderson, who was probably the best player on the pitch for the first 20 minutes, is out, and Naby Keita is in. So England's Henderson is out. Who's going to come off for... Oh, so Klopp has gone big style here. He's brought off Thiago. Now, this is all-out attack from Jurgen Klopp. Firmino is on. So it's basically a 4-2-4 or a very attacking 4-4-2, whichever way you want to look at it, unless one of those superstar forwards are going to drop into midfield. So we now have Firmino, Mane, Salah, and Jota, 4 of the Super 5 strikers for Liverpool, all on the pitch at the same time. So this is all or nothing from Klopp. He's got to do it, hasn't he? And you kind of don't blame him, but it's an exceptionally attacking substitution. But in the words of the great Derek Trotter, he who dares wins, Rodney. He who dares wins. Firmino gets his first touch. Keita helps it on. Mane. Trent puts it across the box. Oh, it's cut out. Cleared away now. Vinicius. Vinicius has drawn a foul there. Oh, has he? No, he's been told to get up again by referee Turpan. Interesting. 77:58 on the clock. Firmino, edge of the box. Firmino. Jota, who's kind of gone out to the left-hand side. Basically a 4-2-4, isn't it? Firmino hits the shot and it's blocked out. Liverpool fans applaud that. Throw in to the Reds. Keita, Jota, Keita. Tries to squeeze it through the eye of the needle there. Jota is falling to Firmino. Oh, why didn't he go for the shot there? He tries to kind of feed it into sort of the near post. I think he could have just smashed that across the goal towards the far post there, couldn't he? Easy for me to say from here. Mane was just offside. Firmino wasn't. And I think good old Militao is down again. He's literally asked the referee for a concussion check. He's going to be popular in the chat. Militao. Fair play to referee Turpin. He's not having any of it. He just says, get up, play on. And it's going to be a goal kick to Real Madrid. And there is the great Ronaldo. Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima. What a player. In the late 90s and early noughties for PSV, Barcelona, Inter, Real Madrid. The best in the world through that period, definitely. Trent, Mane, Salah, little feed. Firmino, Salah curls the shot. Oh, Jota kind of tried to divert the Salah shot and it's kind of like fisted away from on the ground by Courtois, who's had a pretty spotless game, hasn't he, the Belgian keeper? Good old Militao, yeah, right. He'll be at Wickham Sunday. Very disrespectful to Wickham there, Jez. In comes the corner to the near post. Clever one from Trent, puts it in low. They do get it clear, though, Real. Keita wins that back. Liverpool throw. Referee Turpan, why has he stopped that? Oh, he's been really good, the ref, tonight. He's got that one wrong. They took a quick throw there, Liverpool. I don't know why he's made them... don't know why he's taken that one back. Should have been able to play on from there, I think. There we go. Kanate. Van Dijk. Robertson. Gareth Ainsworth on the phone. Get him on the blower. Oh, Firmino. Can he cut it back? Firmino. Keita, edge of the box. That's an awful shot by Keita. Oh, terrible finish. He goes for the outside of the right foot on a moving ball from a cutback. Get your body in the right place and side foot that. It's a dreadful shot by Keita. I'm going to pile in on him. David Alaba says, think. He's a brilliant player, Alaba. Very experienced, the Austrian international. 81-27 on the clock. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1 in the Champions League final. Real are heading to a 14th European Cup Champions League win. Unbelievable. About 8 minutes to go. Salah on the shoulder of Mendy. Salah's done really well to bring it down. Salah into the box. Oh, Courtois is having the game of his life, isn't he? That's brilliant from Salah and even better from Courtois. They are not getting past him, are they? We've seen Salah score that goal before. That's so good from Courtois. He hits it early and he just gets a kind of palm up. It's a great save that by Courtois. He's playing so well today. He's heading for a man of the match here. Trent puts the corner in, headed away. Keita brings that down. Good touch. Keita, can you get it back to Trent? No, goes into Firmino, to Fabinho, no, to Salah. Canate holds it. Salah, oh, they've lost it. Here comes a count. Oh, no, this does not look good for Liverpool. Oh, they've worked it as well. Kroos, they've got Benzema on the far post. Out it goes. Benzema poked through. Vinicius, no, Alisson gets there first. They should have made more of it than that. And, the story of this game now is Real Madrid have nicked a goal and their keeper's played really, really well, hasn't he? And it's chest back to Courtois, who I now make the man of the match. I said Carvajal about 25 minutes ago. It's another really good save by Courtois. He's had 2 good saves since that. We're going to see the angle from behind the goal from BT. It's really good from Salah. Oh, it's a great save. It's really, really superb keeping from Thibaut Courtois. Hits him about there. He's just got his body in the way when he needs to, hasn't he? Trent to Van Dijk, 83-40 on the clock. At the moment, it's going to be a cup double for Liverpool. No quadruple, no treble either, but it's not over yet. Jota inside. He's got it nicked off in by Valverde. Real still haven't made any subs. We were talking about Bale and Rodrigo and Hazard on the bench. Ancelotti is doing nothing at the moment. The 2-time European Cup winner. Gung-ho Liverpool. No, they have to, don't they, Stephen? They have to. Oh, I think we are now going to see a sub from Real Madrid. I think Camavinga is coming in. Valverde is on the ground and the camera's just cut to him. So I assume the guy who set up the first goal is coming out. And I assume Camavinga is going to drop into midfield, isn't he? And tighten this one up for Carlo Ancelotti, who was at Everton last season and is about 5 minutes from winning the European Cup here. So Valverde out. Eduardo Camavinga in, number 25. First sub for Real Madrid. And they are managing this very nicely. And will Liverpool make a chance? Is there going to be much stoppage time? I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be 5 to 7 minutes. It's going to be 3 to 5, isn't it? I don't recall there being long stoppages in this second half. Kroos, Vinicius, Benzema, a bit of space. Cleared away, and here comes Jota. Stephen, you absolute legend. We must get up and see you now. Stephen, thank you so much. That's Luca's dad, Stephen. Thank you. Big hi to Luca. Up there, it is Bolton, isn't it, Stephen? Very, very kind of you indeed. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you to our other super chatters as well. Sean earlier, Jay, Wenlock, if I'm remembering all the super chatters. Thank you very, very much. Stephen, 86.05 on the clock. And Real Madrid are doing Real Madrid things again. Benzema around the corner. Vinicius in behind, down the left wing. Can Trent catch up? He's gone inside in Vinicius. A little back heel. Benzema, nice feet. But Trent does well and gets it clear. And it's helped on to Mane. Now Mane down the left wing for Liverpool. 86-32. Mane into the box. He's got 3 in there as well. It's poor from Mane. And Casemiro, who has a habit, the defensive midfielder there, of being in the right spot to make interceptions like that, has done it again there for Real. Modric, Vinicius is through and the flag has now gone up. He thought twice about that, the lino. But the flag is up against Vinicius. Feeling Benzema wins man of the match. Surely it's going to the goalie, Wenlock, isn't it? Normally the sponsors vote for it. Oh, they want to shake his hand afterwards. Yeah, right. But it's in real life, it's Courtois, isn't it? Outside of the hospitality box. It's corner for Liverpool there. Camavinga blocks it away from Mane. 87-25 on the clock. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. Van Dijk up for the corner. Konate will come too. Salah in there. Firmino. They've got Jota on. They've got Salah, Mane, Firmino, Jota up front. In comes the corner from Trent. Konate's there, but Courtois, my man of the match, gathers it again. He's holding his face. Come on, up you get. Come on, referee Turpan, sort this out. He's staying down. He gets absolutely nothing there. Come on. You've played really well. You don't need to behave like that. I think, I don't know, the flailing hand of Konate may touch his face, but I don't think it's a need to stay down. Ceballos is coming on for Real Madrid. As we come up 88-30. It's not happening just yet. Luka Modric looks over to the touchline. He's going to be one of the Real Madrid players about to win his probably 5th Champions League, I think. Incredible, the accolades of some of this Real Madrid squad. There is Raul in the crowd, a Real Madrid legend. Might even be their top scorer. Is he? Is that right? Modric is coming out, the great Luka Modric. And Ceballos is coming in. Number 19. Modric presumably says, make sure I get my medal. I'm out of the game now. Great chat tonight. Good chat. Yeah, it's you guys who get that chat going. Apologies, by the way, if the pitch has gone a bit pixelated. Looks like our connectivity is struggling temporarily. Hopefully it will come back. Don't feel the need to mention it in the chat. We try our best. Camavinga heads away. Firmino. Fabinho. Mane. Keita. Oh, Keita just allows Camavinga in there. And we are now going into stoppage time. That is 90 minutes. 5 minutes stoppage. I was wrong about that. I thought it would be 3 or 4. Jota tries to touch it onto Firmino. It's Hoyt clear. We are into 5 minutes minimum added time. Kroos. Benzema. Vinicius. Benzema. Benzema puts it through and they are clear. Real, it's Ceballos, the substitute. Oh, and he's messed it up. Goodness me. Should have been 2-0 that. I think they're going to win a corner. But they were in behind there. Liverpool pushing everything forward. And I think Ceballos was a bit cold there, wasn't he? Not great. It's a corner to Real. They'll probably kill about another 60 seconds with this, won't they? Again, apologies. Connectivity looks a bit wobbly at the end of the stream here. Well, we assume it's the end. Unless Liverpool can get a late dramatic equaliser. But Real Madrid, where did I see that chat? As Jez says, are in game management mode. And they're doing it very, very nicely, aren't they? The masters of it, a 14th Champions League European Cup win. Is Benzema in the box? Benzema knocks it off. Camavinga puts it over the bar. 1:25 gone in stoppage time. Can we get a like spike? Should we do one? Let's do one. Loads of you watching in the chat, I can see. Please hit the like button. We've got 178 likes. See if you can get us up to 200. Hit that like button right now if you're watching our watch along. See if you can get us over 200 likes. Just hit that thumb up. Takes just a second. Costs absolutely nothing and helps us in the algorithms here. Get more subscribers and more watchers. Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. Vinicius is going to be the European Cup winner, winning goal scorer. Rodrigo comes in. Vinicius gives him the same look Modric gave Ceballos. You better win this because I'm out of the game now. Rodrigo is on for Real. Long ball. Van Dijk has gone up front. Salah in the box. Is it going to go loose? No. Van Dijk, who's going to be a monstrous, huge presence up front now for the remaining minutes of this one. Jota over on the left wing. 2.5 minutes of 5-minute stoppage time gone. Ceballos. Oh, Jota's done well. Mane. Can Mane get it in the box? Headed away by Rail and Benzema in the right back position. Knocks it inside to Camavinga. Benzema so cool. Here's Kruse. Kruse, has he drawn a foul? Yes, he has. He's so clever. And we are now 2 minutes from the end of minimum stoppage time. Again, I really apologise. We're really struggling with connectivity. Now, I apologise if I'm appearing pixelated. It should fix itself. We've tried everything we can to get the stream good, but sometimes it struggles a little bit. We've got 1.5 minutes of minimum stoppage time. We're at 189 likes. Thank you, everybody, for that like spike. Luka Modric looks on. He can do nothing now. Can anyone give me the number? How many Champions Leagues Modric? I can see Marcello as well. Or Marcelo. I don't know whether it's a soft or a chucha. See that one. Doesn't matter. Anyway, the point I was going to make is they are dripping in medals. The holdouts of this Real Madrid squad. Ramos isn't there anymore. Ronaldo isn't there anymore. But these two guys are. And so is Carlo Ancelotti. 1 minute remaining of minimum stoppage time. Again, apologies. Looks like our feed is really struggling now, and I'm very, very pixelated, but hopefully it should right itself. Benzema, a little back heel. It's knocked back. Liverpool have got one phase of play, I reckon, to go. Alisson is way out of his goal. Knocks it to Canate. Canate, Fabinho. Again, apologies. I look very pixelated. The stream is struggling at the moment to cope. Fabinho. Fabinho puts it into the box and Courtois grabs it. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is the European Cup to Real Madrid. I think that's that, guys. Courtois got it. He's going to hold on to it. He's going to kick it as far down the ground as he can. Benzema goes like that. And I think Real have got this one now, haven't they? Keita, all eyes on referee Turpan. There should be no reason he goes past the 5 minutes of minimum stoppage time. The ball's actually been booted down the ground into the net. And that is that. Real Madrid are European Champions League winners for the 14th time. You have to take your hat off to them. They just do it over and over and over again. Commiserations to Liverpool, who've been incredibly good this season, but they have lost in the Champions League final for the second time under Jurgen Klopp. Vinicius with the winning goal from Valverde's put across the box. Again, apologies. We're very pixelated in the stream. Now, Real Madrid are the European Cup winners. Liverpool so close in the Premier League, 92 points, and they lose to Man City. So close in the Champions League as well. All the way to the final. Zinedine Zidane is smiling in the hospitality box there, and Real Madrid are the European champions. Get your final thoughts in. This Real squad are dripping in medals. The likes of Kruse, Modric, Marcelo on the bench as well have been there for the majority of the Champions League wins. They have done it again. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Not the night for an English European champion. It's the Spanish, and it's Real Madrid again for the 14th time. If you say nice things, I'll stick it up in the advert at the end of the stream. But all that remains for me to say is it was Liverpool 0, Real Madrid 1. I will see you around at 7 o'clock tomorrow, if it's only a 90-minute game, for my vlog of the playoff final, Huddersfield versus Nottingham Forest. But tonight is disappointment for Liverpool. They have lost in the Champions League final to Real Madrid. Thank you for watching. Over and out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.